Is that
Yeah, it is a bit.
But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Right, he's caught me again drinking coffee.
yo?
Yo, we're live. Hello, guys and gadgies and dillies.
Halli, hello.
Good to see you all. Good to see
It is,
you all. Hello. And Flats is here. Flats is here
Just
for a
2 minutes. Yeah,
little
just for 2
test. He's just here for 2 minutes.
Just
2
to say,
minutes.
guys, hit the like, share the show, support PJ.
That's right. Don't forget.
Flash, is that a new camera though?
No, that's just the webcam. Believe it or not, I threw it against the wall and decided to use its head a bit. So I don't know how long it's going to work, but yeah, I should get the cables Friday. They say so.
So you threw your webcam against the wall, and it works better now.
Yeah, it's by accident on purpose against the wall.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Hello, peoples in chat. We got Jeff Conkle, Miss Mod Queen B, Michael Khan, and Michael's right. How's something already flat? Deflate. Exactly. And I thought that myself when I seen the title of his, and I'm like, oh, how do I work a title around about that? Right. Crazy. I don't know this Mookie, but Platt says he knows him, so apparently.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
I think I've seen. I think Nathan might have covered him or something.
Okay. I mean, I just played it for 2 minutes, and he's smoking in his back garden, and that's the only bit I seen. And I thought, okay, it sounds. I mean, by the title, it sounds like he's not with the flat Earth. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's just got to be derogatory and stupid. So we'll give this a look. I didn't know anybody had already seen him. I thought it was someone I'd come across, but obviously people have had dealings with him already. Barry Ross, good to see you.
Well,
Ryan,
I've got some news
Why
about.
hasn't left got a spanner?
Sorry? Say again, babe.
Why hasn't Lev got a spanner?
Why is who got a span?
Why
Lev,
hasn't
why hasn't he got one?
Who? Who, sorry?
Lev.
Lev should have one.
Oh, but he hasn't.
Lev, I can't even see Lev.
No,
That
I
was
can't.
it.
Must be in, is he in a different.
He's in the chat.
He's probably in Dislod's chat. Probably in Dislod's chat.
Yeah, he's in somebody else's chat, that's why.
Oh, he's in someone else's chat. But he is. If Lev's here, he's got a spanner. No, he's either in Dislod's chat or Jam Mango's chat. But
Who's chat is he boring?
Hey, did you turn off the ability for us to share the show? Because I
No.
noticed it didn't come up there.
No, I shared it.
No, it's still.
No,
it's
I
still
mean, like whenever I normally connect, it'll ask me if I want to add my channels, and it didn't do that.
I guess
Well,
all
there.
spots has been used.
maybe because there's 2 people already there. I don't know.
Oh.
How many, let me just check how many people you're allowed with them. Hold on. StreamYard.
I think it's three maximum.
Well, anyway, guys, have a great stream. Guys, hit the like, share the show. See you guys tomorrow. Blessings.
Nice one,
Bye.
Flats. Have a nice day, man.
Peace.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bless you,
Yes,
It says,
from here too.
people.
By the way, I just banned Igor.
Good.
What, did he just come in my chat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not welcome here.
Oh, yeah, definitely not welcome here, Igor. Goodbye.
Who?
How many people?
Igor.
What would you call it? What would you call that? What you do when you hook on? What would you be? How many people can? Oh, I don't know how to word it.
Multi-stream, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'll do.
It's a stream mirroring.
Through.
It's a bit confusing that all our chats go through the private chat here, and we can't, we don't know which chat it's written in. It's, when we see it on the show, that's a little weird.
6 destinations. I did up to 2. I did do a broadcast with each. I did up to 2 destinations. How many people in backstage here? Invite, swap guest, stream to multiple platforms at the same time. Use the guest destination features to add guests on. Use green. Oh.
I think you got 3 on your plan. You got like 3 people who can join in at the
Right, there
same
you go.
time.
You can stream to 8 destinations simultaneously on the advanced plan, 3 on the core plan. So 3. So there should be one. There should be one space left.
Yeah. If you cut him off, the other one, Chris, if you cut him off, now Ryan should be able to do it
Yours,
again.
PJ, yours might count as free.
Yeah, mine might count as a third. Yeah, because I've never had more than 2 people hook up at once. So let me just see if he's actually streaming. If he's actually there. 2 seconds. Just let me see if he's actually on his channel.
Yeah.
Because
Steve hasn't got a spanner either.
Steve B. Oh, Steve B should have a spanner.
Yeah, he's been here for a few days in a row now.
I just moderate out. There you go, Steve.
I can take people's spanners, but I can't give them.
I know. Yeah, so let me just see if he's actually on his channel at the minute, streaming or what. Oh, well, it says live there. It does say live on his channel, but he's not there. He's nowhere to be seen. In fact, the only person that's in his chat is Jeff, Conco, Ryan. That's it. So he's not even there. He's not even there on his screen.
My chat. Anytime you type in here, in the comments in StreamYard, it goes to all the chats that are
in StreamYard. Yeah, but if you do it through YouTube,
it repeated itself 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, John Mango. Ryan needs to hook on. Shall I don't know what to do. Well, Ryan, you're here. You should really be able to
come
hook
back.
on. Right, I need to.
But let Ryan try and do it again first.
Right, try and do it again first. Fine. And if not, then I'll have to stop it. Sorry, Chris, but somebody else that's here needs to hook on. If he can't get back in, if he can't do it.
To be fair, unless you're on the panel, you shouldn't really be sharing it anyway.
Well, it just depends, babe. It just depends. But usually he's here. I mean, usually when he's here, he doesn't stream it. He doesn't multi-stream it. But he's not here and he's streaming it. So I don't know. I'd rather it go to Ryan, who is here. But we'll see.
Sorry, guys. I got to go here.
All right, Jeff. Nice one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yahweh bless.
Bless you, man. Right. No? Right. Sorry, Chris. I'm going to have to remove you for now. Sorry, dude, because what do you call it? Why is it doing all that? Save changes. Wow. Got to save the changes. Wow. Don't mess the stream up, please. Right. Let's try now. Ryan. Wow. Try now.
Okay, I'll try.
Right, it should work now.
Where's Rogarth?
Oh yeah, Rogarth. Yeah, maybe he's tired, dude. Maybe he's tired. Because he was He streamed this morning. He was on with Saul. He was on with me last night during work. He's probably a little bit tired as well. Come on, Ryan. I hope I haven't got rid of Chris and Ryan can't hook on.
No, it
No.
still isn't working.
No.
Sure what? Don't know why it's not working, but it's not.
Oh, dude, and I've just got rid of him. Oh, wow. I feel...
Can you do it once it's started?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because this lot comes in and does it when it started.
I did it before the show today, but you can also do it in the middle of the show on this one, not on Restream.
I'm going to just try, like, I'm going to click the link and see if it allows me. Obviously, I'm not going to go right in because it will cause a lot of hassle. I'm going to see if it, right, enter studio. Oh, no, hold on. No, that won't be twice.
Ryan, why have you got boobs on the ceiling?
Sorry, that was me in twice. Let's try again.
Didn't it look like boobs on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Well, that must be the bedroom then. What a way to fall asleep.
I've no idea how it works, guys, because obviously when I go into the thing, I don't get that option because I'm the host, so I don't know what it looks like. So I do from like restreaming that, but I don't know. But I should, like 3 on and all I should do. Sorry, babe.
Is it because he's on his phone?
I don't know. Have you hooked on from your phone before, Brian?
Yeah, so usually it works with my phone or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
Okay.
It's a bit weird.
I didn't see. Did you leave this place and come back just before? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yes, I did twice.
Okay.
It didn't work. I even closed it all the way out and started from Brett.
Yeah. Okay. That's weird.
I don't get it because you said this before. Remember, you did say this once before. But I feel bad for getting rid of Chris now. Sorry, Chris. If you want to hook on again, you can. If you're able to, if you can come in. But I had to try for Ryan because he was here and he wanted to stream it. Sorry about that, dude. If you want to try again,
It might be because he linked on, even though you've cancelled it.
Maybe it might be because of that. It might be because of that.
Tinfoil, yeah, you can block channels on YouTube.
Say again.
Tinfoil, because Derek said you block the anti-flat earthers, and Tinfoil said you can ban channels on YouTube. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Absolutely. Right. Anyway, let's get on with this video, I suppose. Sorry about. I really feel bad. But obviously I was going to try and let Ryan do it because he's here. But sorry, Chris, if you see this, try hooking up again. It's up to you. Let's do it. Hold on. Where is it? Where the heck is it? I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's just another picture, right? Like, what on earth's going on? I haven't downloaded it. Sorry, guys. This is a guy called Mooncake I come across. Flat says he knows him. Michael says he might have had dealings with, seen him in the past. I don't recognize him. I just came across it and I thought it'd be interesting, especially with the title. It was on about deflating the flat earth theory, hence the two finger thing in my title.
Hello there. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting out and catching some of the non-existent sun that we're getting over here in the UK at the moment.
What a way to start, isn't it? What a way just to say that these flat earthers are dumb.
I have stopped it. Oh,
I know. Hey, hold on. What about this one? Banner. It's the right space for it. Where is it? I did one. There it is. That one. I used to be a werewolf, but I'm all right. No.
You're a
Mooncake,
weirdo.
howling at the mooncake.
But what a way to start, isn't it? To show that all flat earthers are stupid. I'm just sitting here enjoying the sun that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? The fake sun and all that. Not everybody believes that the sun's fake.
Wonderful world we live in, right, guys? The old phrase goes that the future is now.
Yes, babe.
Was he not saying non-existent sun
Yeah.
because we live in Britain?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
maybe I thought he was on about the fake sun. Maybe
No,
I thought he was on
I
about the fake sun.
think
there's no way even it'll be into out like that. No way.
Okay. See, like say, I don't know this guy, so I was just automatically, because of the kind of insults we get, my mind automatically went to that he's trying to insult us by thinking we don't believe in the sun.
no, I think it's because
Let me see the word then again.
That we're getting over here in the UK at the moment.
Right?
Ah, hello there. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting out and catching some of the non-existent sun that we're getting over
Yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, he's not talking about fake sun. Yeah, fair enough. My bad, mooncake.
here in the UK at the moment. What a wonderful world we live in, right, guys? The old phrase goes that the future is now, and in a lot of ways it really is.
The future is orange. You forgot to say.
Just while you've got it paused and while this lad's talking about Skype, I looked on Skype, this lad. I can't see any messages from you, so you must have Skyped.
I guess you got other accounts. Maybe it's your picture on it, so it might be an old account.
With my baseball hat back to front.
I don't know. Let me just check. I got you here. It's funny. I'm actually writing that thing about Skype on my YouTube channel in that chat right now. I'm not even using the. It's funny how it makes it together on the live chat. Let me see. Michael.
Only in here though it does it.
Yeah, only you guys can see it. Michael Khan. No, it's just a picture of your face with a cap on.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Front or backwards?
It's turned backwards.
Yeah, that should be me then. Like, but I can't see any messages.
I'm
There's
calling
not
you
even
up.
like a friend
I'm calling
request.
you now. I guess that's the only way to break the connection if it's not working. Are you receiving a call?
Oh, I hear something.
No.
Oh, it's from this side of here.
It's mine, yeah.
No.
It's not calling through.
No.
No. So I don't know.
Let
Let me check the name. The name of the thing
Like,
is.
usually get like a friend request, don't you? Type thing. I don't like that.
Let me just show you what the account is called in the private chat, so I don't share it to everyone anyway.
Yeah, I think Michael's right, Ryan. I think, sorry, I've just been thinking about. I think because what you call him, Chris hooked up. It's me getting rid of him is like kicking him out in a way. So maybe it's because he made the choice to hook up. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something to do with that. I haven't got a clue. Like I say, I don't do it. The only time I ever hooked up was on Restream when I was on His Word is Truth, and I hooked it to my own channel as well as our shared channel. Well, it's Paul's channel, but he gave me and Michael access to it.
That's the one.
Well, that's my name on it.
Yeah, that's your account. That's your account name.
Yeah, that is my email, like, but I still don't understand why I'm not getting out.
Do you know something? Hold on.
I know a few things, but what?
Now I've even sent.
It's weird because oh no, it's not. It's stopped. I thought Jam Mangoes was still going. It's not. It's stopped. Right. Okay. I thought it was still going. I was thinking, it's still hooked up for some reason, but it's not. It's because it was back in there. It was around a bit. Right.
Goldilocks and the free hair.
Anyway, Michael, if you search for this, you'll find me, and if you write to me, it's gonna pop up. Especially if it's the right one. This is my Skype name. I'm classic. Oh, that's wrong. I got a classic old one. That was a little fast. There we are.
We will start this video soon, guys.
They pictured this way.
And we'll just sort out the Skype issue first.
Isn't it? Good to see you, True Troll. Good to see you, Derek. Good to see you, Carbon. Anybody else? Tinfoil. Did I say? Oh,
That's
left
only
Kung
one me.
Fu. Left Kung Fu. Good to see you, bro. Jeff. Oh, no, I
Carbon.
said Jeff. Yeah, that's it.
Jeff
That's it.
Gassett.
Oh, Jeff Gassett. Did he just come in?
Carbon,
Jeff
the
Gassett. Good to see you, bro.
umbrella.
I was scrolling up. That's why I didn't see it. Steve. I did give Steve a. Yeah, I did give him. Yeah, I did give him a spanner. Cool.
I can't believe Igor come in.
I know. Well, it's because it's got the title of Flat Earth in it. He was bound to come in. He was bound to
Igor's
come in.
not welcome anywhere.
Especially me being a small channel. You know, he was bound to come in. One of them was bound to because I had Flat Earth. I don't often do Flat Earth stuff, do I? And just now and again. So.
No. Hi, Joseph.
I'll have
I
to
just feel
sort
it's
it out
absolutely-
another time. Disc it won't find. I can't find you. Not-
When you
not
search in the
showing
Skype
anybody.
search field,
Not showing anybody with that. What you've given me.
try click on persons or one of those. You know,
I have
look at
that's
that.
what I've done. Like, I know how to add people on Skype.
Just in the search field over your per friend list, just put it in there and just click
Yeah,
enter.
that's what I've just done. I
Ah.
know how to add people on Skype.
Yeah, okay, but sometimes it's weird.
I don't
It's
like
I
just-
know
Skype
nothing
anyway.
about Skype. I only used it for our Sunday
I don't
Bible
use
study
Skype.
with Ted Man.
I don't really use Element, so
Anyway, let's carry on for now.
Yeah, apologies for that.
That's all right. All right.
When you think about it, we have access to some of the most sophisticated kinds of technology, healthcare, and information that humanity's ever seen, and it's really accessible too. I mean, even
Before he says it though, technology, just in case he does, a lot of people think technology is science. It's not. Technology is technology, science is science. Yeah.
he just said about healthcare and that, right? So why am I still waiting for a hospital appointment to find out if I need an operation or not?
Maybe they've just got to chop your elbow off. Maybe they've got to fuse it so you'll constantly look like C3PO.
You're not funny.
So we've got an appeal to technology anyway.
Yeah, probably.
my phone, for example, I can basically use that to access the entire sum of human knowledge. Any book, any text, any video, any...
The entire sum of human knowledge. I don't think the entire sum of human knowledge is on there. Not at all. There might be a lot of people, lot of knowledge on there, but not the entire sum of human knowledge. The stuff that people know way back then before the internet that hasn't been put on there, I'm guaranteed. Yeah, there's a lot of information there, though, obviously.
song that I want. It's there instantly. And all of that technology just fits snugly in my pocket as well. I mean,
Now he's talking, I think I do recognize him a little bit.
if we weren't so used to it, it would be absolutely staggering. I don't even have to get out of bed and put on clothes. I can just immediately access any information I want. It's all simply just a few easy taps away. And yet, in spite of all I've said, and in spite of how easy
information's useful, though, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Yes, plenty of information there, like you said, but there's no guarantees that you can use it.
is humankind has still found a way to be fucking stupid. The flat earth theory, something that's become a bit of an easy joke on the internet at this point, arguably rightly so. A load of morons that seriously, genuinely...
Oh, really? Really? A load of
We're
morons.
stupid and he's calling us morons, but yeah, he calls it flat earth theory, which it's not.
Yeah, and his name is Mooncake. Yes, it's Mooncake. It's Mooncake Calvin.
An old
Yeah.
man, though.
So yeah, just the
Yeah,
usual
but why
then.
is he dressed
Insults.
like an old
Is what
man?
flat earthers. Sorry.
Why
Mookie.
is he dressed like an old man? Well, that's something my stepdad would wear.
Looks like he's nicked my mother's tea towel.
Aye.
Then what's he doing wearing a ring on his index finger? That just doesn't look right.
And
Underneath
a
thumb.
Aye.
Underneath thumb. What's that all about? Weird.
Still believe that the earth is flat? I mean, we've been into...
Like Sob says, what do you mean still believe?
Finger.
So it means before, like we previously believed in the flat earth, or like Sob says, you've been transmitted back to 1400 and something, or 1600 and something, whatever it was. Crazy. Crazy. Still believe in flat earth. Well, I'm a new believer in flat earth, to be honest, by 10 years, 9 years.
He's dressed like the time when people did know earth were flat.
Aye.
And you know something? In his face, he's probably just in his 30s as well. He doesn't look that old, but he's.
Space, for the love of God. This is easy. This is low-hanging fruit. Get your trolling hats on, boys and girls. Let's go get them. However, if you stop laughing at how absurdly stupid this belief is...
Hey, Dr. Bass, good to see you, man. Yeah,
Hi, Dr. Bass.
Do you know what he's saying about flat Earth there is now exactly how I think about the globe. It's so stupid.
And he's just invoked the royal we.
You,
my friend, haven't been to space.
No.
A select few claim to have been, but you haven't, mate. So there's no we.
Come on, he ain't even left his back garden.
Oh, no, because he's enjoying the sunshine that's not there.
His poor neighbours.
For a couple of seconds, you come to the horrific realization that this isn't a fever dream. This is an actual theory that somehow still exists in the 21st.
Exactly, Carbon was Carbon said, no, Joseph, amazing seeing the vitriol. Absolutely.
Century. I mean, how in the name of sanity is this even possible? Surely this kind of bollocks should have died out years and years ago. How long has the flat Earth...
Does that not show you? You keep saying, these people keep saying it's dying and it's a joke, but it's not. People are seeing the truth and it's getting bigger. Yes, Globers and anti-flat earthers have still got to laugh at it, but why is it getting bigger? Why is the people coming to it? Because it's the truth, maybe?
Every single add-on is just dealt out there. Don't prove no, does it? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
That's just his emotions, like.
Absolutely.
But why do they always go with the insults? And then when we insult them back, we're really nasty people. Like, give you a example. You didn't start off by calling us names and shit. Then people would probably be nice to you.
I mean, if he was honest, even though he doesn't believe in the people that believe in the flat Earth, he must be honest. He should be not honest enough to recognize that not all flat earthers are stupid. Yes, some are. But a lot of them are very, very intelligent. But they don't do that. They don't do that. Every flat earther is stupid just because they're a flat earther and believe in flat Earth. I mean, they're the ones that believe.
The guy saying you're stupid, if you talk to him long enough, you find out he's very stupid.
Exactly. He's the one that believes that someone stands upside down antipodal to me. You know what I mean? That's stupid.
Theory even been around for? We've known that the Earth has been round for how long exactly? Well, this probably won't come as too much of a surprise.
Exactly, how long exactly? Because you can't prove billions of years with your crap pseudoscience. But if you count genealogy, stuff like that in the Bible, you'll probably come to less than 10,000 years, you know, which is guarantees a hell of a lot more accurate.
But many of the answers are hidden within layers of misconception, mistakes, exaggerations, distortions, and outright bullshit. But in this video, I, Mother Moocake, will peel back those layers and show you just how pitiable and
mother.
Oh, crying out loud. You're a bloke. You ain't no mother.
So he's a cow. He's not a bull, he's a cow.
Like what? He's a heifer. He's a heifer, not a bull.
Oh, I thought you said an effer. A heifer.
On strength for his intro so far, you're making fun out of flat earthers, mate. Wow.
I know. Straight off. And that's the thing, I mean, where did they get the gall to do it? They just think, oh, here we go.
Right.
How goes the flapping? Bobby Steele's the flapping's perfect. The flapping is perfect.
Lost, mate.
How's the glaffing, dude? Goodbye.
She's gone.
Good. Washed up this theory of the flat Earth really is. Though the fact I'm even doing this in the 21st century is somewhat alarming in it.
See? Do you know what I mean? I talk about normal stuff, commentary, because sometimes they get pushed back on the scripture, but when it comes to flat Earth, no, they start turning up, don't they? You know? Yep. Crazy. That's two already.
You can't talk about what you want to talk about. You can't believe what you want to believe. No. You've got to do what they say.
Yeah, but why do they care? Why do they give a shite?
Well, this is a question, isn't it?
You take the mick out of us, right? But look at you sad little people, right? Sitting at home with nothing better to do than troll people. Go and give your head a wobble.
The wobble. My mate Steve used to say that a lot.
Yeah, but you're taking the piss out of us, but yet you're sat watching us, you dumbass.
Oh, Bobby Steele's got multiple bloody accounts, no doubt. No doubt.
See what I mean?
That shows how obsessed you guys are.
Sad, crusty little troll. Go
That
and
shows
clean your room, pick up your crusty socks, and get a life, you sad little twat.
But that shows how obsessed you guys are. Look, I'm a tiny channel, and you know it. You know it. You know me
What
from
a
Flats
little
with Bobby.
bitch.
You know my channel is tiny, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. You just come in and just insult.
I've had to ban him earlier on mine.
What
I know, but that shows how obsessed you guys are.
A new account.
It shows how obsessed you are, Bobby, and all you guys. Because why wouldn't you just have one account, Bobby Steele?
Go and get
And
a
you get banned
life.
from it. You
Go
come
and
in
get
straight in
a
with
life.
another one.
Go and get a girlfriend, a hobby, a life, or just F off.
Right, let's go.
Let me, for the absolute sake of it, take you through the complete history of the flat earth theory, along with why it's obviously complete and total nonsense.
Now, he had to subscribe to come in just to say that. Now, he's gone up to 346. It was on 345. So guaranteed it'll go down later because one of them will be in. You know, not that it's a loss, but obviously he had to subscribe to come in just to say that. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but to come in on another account, like Sado. How
The
sad.
earth is flat, get over it. You don't like it. Too effing bad. Your article sounds as stupid as you look. Just another brainwashed globtard. Get an education, globtard. And somebody said earlier, they watched this earlier just as what they expect. Oh, Heracles said it. He watched it earlier. It's just as he expected from them. So apparently he's got to give us the entire history of flat earth in this little montage here. Oh, lovely. Look at that.
1, 2, 3.
These people are.
Wow, look how old that is. That's a few years old, isn't it? Dave in the middle. Flat Earth Dave. Oh, don't know Dave. Wow, man. Wow, it's a few
And
years
that's
old.
sad though, Derek, that he spent 6 years doing nothing but troll.
Rob
Like,
Skeeper there. Look, Rob Skeeper. Hold on. Let me get rid of the writing.
Crazy! Before we can properly...
Sorry, it was there with that there font. I wanted to see if that was Rob Skeeper.
2, 3.
It is. That's Rob Skeeper there. To the right of Dave, Flat Earth Dave. That's Rob Skeeper. Yeah. Yeah.
These people are crazy! Before we can properly look at how the flat earth theory has managed to...
So, how you doing, bro?
All right, man.
Good to see you, bro. Just watching
I
some.
caught you about the time you was catching that. Still believe the Earth is flat.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was. Yeah, I quoted you then. I was like, so yeah, Sov, exactly. Sov says it all the time. Still believe the Earth is flat. Like, we were former believers in the flat Earth when we were globers, or we travel back in time. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see y'all too. Who's the troll you're dealing with? I just copped on.
Bobby Steele's.
Oh, in chat, that was Bobby Steele's. He comes to Flax's all the time. And before that, there was someone else. Who was it?
Oh, you got hidden. Too bad.
Igor.
Yeah. Igor, Bobby. Yeah, they're one of the top level kind of trolls that Flax gets.
You know, the guy says, I can't believe that here I am in the 21st century having to do a video. That you don't have to make a video like this. Or
No,
do
you
you?
don't.
Or
No.
do you? You
Just
know,
like
he
you
says,
don't
I
have to
can't
troll
believe
people.
why there would be any flat earthers. Well, would it be maybe the fact that you have absolutely no proof of your ridiculous belief system and people are realizing that?
Exactly. And you know, like Michael said, how do you deflate the flat earth theory? I mean, isn't it the globe that you're meant to deflate? You know. Kuma Virus, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. He's being a respectful glober at the minute, hopefully.
Hi, Moomin.
Moomin, good to see you. Good to see you.
stick around, we should probably also look at how long the idea of a round Earth has existed for. The earliest humans would have probably...
Well, round is being vague, isn't it? Round is being vague. A flat earth can be round, you know?
Round and spherical are not the same.
Exactly. Spherical is rounded, but it's not round. It's not exactly the same thing. Flat
A
Earth can be
sphere,
round.
a sphere has a circular shape. However, a circle is not a sphere.
No, it's not.
That's simple.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Assumed the Earth was flat. I mean, I can't see them having any reason to think otherwise. They were probably far more preoccupied with things like gathering enough berries for the winter, or trying to kill that big, delicious-looking mammoth over there. As time went on, cool new technologies like farming and metallurgy would have likely kept us distracted, and even the first, earliest civilizations like the Sumerians, the Egyptians, the ancient Greeks, and the Israelites all believed that the Earth was flat. But this would all...
Well, they had a point, didn't they? Maybe they knew something. Maybe they knew something.
Babe, nice
Yes?
to see you nice. Weren't that Bruce Forsyth?
Yeah, Bruce Forsyth. No.
Good game.
You're nice.
How does he know? How does he know what anyone outside of his life experience was doing or thinking or any other thing? He doesn't know any of that. He's making up some kind of a little story about cavemen and what they thought and what they were doing. He has no idea of any of that.
Exactly.
He doesn't know any of that at all.
Mhm.
How does someone propose to decide what someone else thinks?
Exactly right. So exactly how you meant to divine that? You know, it's just ridiculous. Unless you're a psychic, which I don't believe in. You
Well, they
know?
are all about these damn predictions are predictions. The predictions. I'm Chloe from the Psychic Friends Network.
Mate, if Andrew would have said it any more times that night, I was ready for flipping me.
I know, it's good. Oh, by the way, Sov, I was did you not know I was streaming you earlier this morning. I did my stream. People were on my stream, and I stopped. I was stopping just in time for you to start, but instead of stopping, like a few people stayed at mine, a lot went over, Barbara and that went over to yours. I just started streaming you for an hour and a half. And I did tell you in chat, but you didn't seem to see it. And some of the videos you put out there last night, brilliant, man. Excellent. So yeah, so I did my own stream, then streamed you for an hour and a half. So I was on for about 3 hours or 3.5 hours or something. It was all good, man. It was a good stream actually. Because Mr. Super Sidewinder's like, I get the best of both worlds here. I'm watching Sov in yours. That's brilliant.
So his name's not Mooncake then, PJ. It's Mooncake.
Yeah, it's Moo. M-O-O. Yeah, M-O-O.
Yeah, did you see what Steve said? Moo cake is that a cow pat more fitting?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, of course it's a cow shit.
Be like, oh, there's a moo cake laying there in the. Watch where you step.
It's a meat, you know.
Well, he's dressed like a farmer, isn't he?
No, that's an insult to farmers.
I'm kind of good.
When you order Andrew Tate from Wish.
Yeah.
In my country, we do call cow shit. We do call it a cow cake.
Cow cake.
Yeah.
We'll call cow pie.
Cow pies here, yeah.
Call them cow patty.
That's the nice way to say it, a cow cake.
Look, when they dried, we used to pick them with a stick and chuck them at each other.
Lovely stuff.
I know.
It is a lot more polite term than say steaming pile of shit. You know,
that's true.
I think
a little
that's
bit much.
better, though.
I've just realised though, like I've got something in common with this guy. You can see the TARDIS in the painting behind him. So he's a Doctor Who fan by the looks of it. I like Doctor Who. Not nowadays, it's all woke, but I used to
like
horse shit.
It's a frenetic nightmare.
It is a nightmare, isn't it?
What do you call horse shit? Do you call horse shit something different too? We call it horse pear. We call it a horse pear.
I just call it
horse pears.
We just call it horse shit here.
Yeah. We call it horse pears, like the fruit.
We used to sell that horse shit.
We call it manure.
People used to buy it for their garden.
It's manure.
I've heard them called horse apples. I've heard them called horse apples before.
I was knees deep in about 4 ton of it a few months ago.
Hey, good to see you, Barry. Good to see you, Red Eye. And I think I've seen someone else. Jolly Man. Good to see you, Jolly Man.
Begin to change in and around the 6th century BC, when something more spherical began to appear in the writings of some Greek philosophers. They reckon the first of those thinkers to propose the idea of a round...
This is Sob's favourite people. You know, he pronounces their names perfectly. Perfectly.
Yeah, that was so great.
Yeah, these are brilliant people. Brilliant men of renown.
Yeah, sitting around while everybody else is building shit, they're sitting around in a bathhouse talking about balls.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And
we
they
can
probably boy lovers as well, you know.
Oh, now we can bad talk Ryan again. He left.
Oh, I know he keeps coming in that. Maybe he's trying to hook up because I don't know. I mean, I think it's I think it must be 2 plus myself, but because Chris had hooked on, then I don't know why he can't. He's not getting the option.
Maybe it's something like a day when it's used.
Maybe
you already used that ID.
It's probably that, you know. It
like
probably
a ticket.
is that.
You used the ticket already.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, it probably is that.
Truth Scroll, I don't know. I wasn't there. Unlike these people, I don't claim that I know what these people were actually doing. I suspect.
No, that's it.
I don't even think half of them even existed. Like
No,
that Aaron Krusty Knees guy. I don't think Aaron Krusty Knees was there.
No.
Pythagoras, you know, he might have existed.
Yeah, but there's just not bloody enough proof of it, is there at all? It could just be stories.
It's a good question to ask, yeah.
We know Archimedes died. He lived. Good old Archie.
Archimedes. That's Jock McAllister's cousin from Govan.
Was Pythagoras in and around 500 BC. And yes, if that name sounds familiar to you, I do mean that Pythagoras, the one that you learnt about in school, who, amongst other pastimes...
It's what?
It's Pythagoras.
Pythagoras. Pythagoras and his bloody pyramids and his triangles.
Was obsessed with fucking triangles. As dull as his contributions to your maths lesson might...
Yeah,
triangles will be a big problem for your globe Earth, mate.
I was going to say
that's kind of a weird perversion, isn't it?
Fucking pyramids, yeah.
Imagine. I mean, can't be fun.
Derek, yes, PJ does know he's a Glober.
Yeah, I know Akuma's a Glober, yeah, but he's been respectful. Usually, he's usually been respectful. So I haven't, unless he's disrespectful, I won't take his spanner. I actually gave him his spanner by mistake, but that because I thought he was a Glober. But I remember him from Arwen's, but he was being respectful, so I'm not going to take it just because he's a Glober, you know.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful. Like
he's not disrespectful at all. So
never
he's
seen
all
him
good.
Disrespectful.
And he doesn't come often either. He's not here often. You know, I don't mind him having a spanner. He's always been respectful to me, even in Arwen's. Even in Arwen's, when I used to go to Arwen's, like when I used to like the dude.
Have been though, he was by all accounts quite clever and a little bit insane. The story goes that Pythagoras founded and led his own cult, which amongst other insane rules forbade the eating and even touching of green beans. One day in around 495 BC, Pythagoras was a...
Sorry, mate.
It's like he's shouting.
He is projecting his voice a little.
Yeah.
I know, but like you're literally stood in your house, just push.
This is how much it bothers him.
This is what
I can't believe people think Earth's flat. I'm going to shout at my own kitchen wall.
This is what Adam Meakin calls. This is what Adam Meakin calls verbal ejaculation. Go on, verbal ejaculation. Go on, Andrew. You can do it. Get out of that, Andrew.
Oh no.
Oh, you wouldn't let me get off level. I love that.
Adam literally tore Andrew Johnson a new asshole.
Oh, it was fun.
Brilliant.
Did you like it, Vicky?
I'll tell you, I went and watched it again.
She did, to take notes of where all the good bits were.
I've never had so much fun watching Andrew Johnson.
Only updates. I didn't say hello to you, but I noticed you are. So hello, only updates. Good to see you.
Put your hands over your balls.
I know, Bolchinian. Covered his mouth. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but the white.
I know.
fleeing an angry horde of people who had just thrown him out of their town for being a bit of a prick. Being run out of towns for being a slight nuisance seems to be something that happened to Pythagoras a lot more than you'd expect. Anyway, as he was making his escape, he came to a field of green beans. He refused to go through it, and so the horde of angry people caught up with him, and he was brutally murdered. The end! Regardless of his vegetable-related death, though, Pythagoras seems to have been the first person to propose the idea that the Earth was actually round and not flat. He'd already figured out that the moon was round.
Well, he was on some hard drugs at the time. You know what I mean? What can you explain?
How did he manage to figure out moon were round?
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, this guy thinks round means spherical.
Exactly. How do you work that out? It makes no sense. I mean, even the way it lights up, it's not how a sphere would light up. You know what I mean? It'd be darker at the edges, wouldn't it? And then light up towards the apex, the point that's facing you. It would be lighter there and darker towards the edges. And it's never like that. It's evenly illuminated.
And so he reasoned that the Earth was probably a sphere as well. Shortly after this, another Greek mathematician and thinker called Anaxagoras managed to prove that the Earth's shadow on the moon during a lunar eclipse was in fact a round shadow. And that's a pretty good indicator that the thing casting the shadow, the Earth, is also round in shape.
And how do you know it's the Earth casting the shadow? That's the thing. So you know what I mean? It's all begging the question. Wherever they come from, whatever angle, it's always begging the question.
Says he's wrong. He says read the poem of Parmenides.
No.
Parmenides.
Who has ever seen the moon
Where's
shadow?
when I need a word pronouncing?
Have any of us ever seen the moon's shadow on Earth anywhere in any example ever?
No.
Nope. And I don't think you ever will.
No,
Because
well,
it would be a sideways angle or something, and you can't deal with that.
During a solar eclipse, the moon's shadow is supposedly cast upon the Earth, but here's the problem. When you run the ratio of shadow size from the moon by the sun onto the Earth, as opposed to the Earth's shadow size onto the moon during a lunar eclipse, it just doesn't work out.
No.
You get a shadow going across the moon that would be about 10% the size of the moon. So you would in reality see a small shadow of the Earth go across the moon. And
in reality, shadows are always bigger than the object that's casting.
Right.
You know?
So what's going on? It's not it tells you that the distance that they give you to the moon, because you're using the same light source, is bullshit.
Yeah, of course. I mean, when you've got them eclipses, the cardinal shaft is coming to more of a pinpoint. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. What kind of shadow cast? I mean, you might get a shadow about the same size as the object if the light source is really, really close up. You know what I mean? Is it close up or whatever?
Yeah.
Sorry, I might be thinking of opposites. But in general, a shadow cast is bigger than the bloody object. You can't get it smaller. It can be maybe the same size, but you can't be smaller.
Further down the line, in about 350 BC, the great Aristotle himself.
Aristotle's doing a thinker with his hand on his chin.
Yeah, the wrong thinker.
The wrong thinker, yeah.
Himself weighed in on the debate. He first observed that constellations would look different and generally come in and out of view depending how far south he travelled. If he was standing on a round spherical surface, it would make sense that certain constellations come in and out.
Man just says, hey, you know about the eclipses. It would be like this guy's head eclipsing Mark Reed's. That's right, dude. That's right. Mark Reed has a big old napper, isn't he?
Of view as he travelled across that surface. Aristotle observed a similar thing with ships coming into.
Sorry.
It looks like terrible. Have you ever seen The Wanderers, that film? It looks like Terribaldi off Wanderers.
Terribaldi.
pause as well, with the mast being the first observable thing to him as it appeared over our curved horizon. So from this point onwards, the 350s BC, the ancient Greeks seemed to have enough knowledge to be quite satisfied in the conclusion that the Earth was actually a sphere in shape. There was no further debate in their minds from this point onwards. However, 100 years after the observations of Aristotle, another great mathematician and astronomer, Eratosthenes, not only provided some more
There's Christines.
Oh, this
Christines.
guy had a massive head.
He did. He looks like, I don't know if anybody knows Cyrax, the lol cow. It's on YouTube. But he kind of looks like that. I'm laughing because I know who he is. But yeah, there's your pal, Sovereign.
That dude wrecked his mom coming out, man. I'll tell you that right now.
He's got an orange peel. He's got orange peel for skin.
I swear. Look at that freaking head on that guy.
Oh, aye. He's got power in that.
That's good old Aaron Crustini's.
It is. It's a shame we never get to see his knees. It's always his baldy bunch, isn't it?
Well, if you had crusty knees, would you want people painting pictures?
Of course not. Of course not. He's right. He's right.
It would cost you an arm and a leg.
Literally.
Literally, that's where that comes from. Is because it costs more if you had a portrait that was more than a bust. They would charge you by how many arms and how many legs you had in the portrait.
How's it going, Chris?
Right, you guys are doing fine.
Cool, good to see you, bro. Hey, listen, I had to unhook you because Ryan was here and he wanted to hook on while he was here. But once I unhooked you, he couldn't hook on anyway. So I don't know if you can still do it. If you can, you can still hook on, bro. But yeah, because Ryan was here, he wanted to. He was actually here and he wanted to stream it in his. So I had to remove you. But yeah, I don't know if you can still do it. I don't know. I think it might be used. Not sure. But sorry about that. Hey, Roger. Good to see you, bro. I just woke up, dude.
conclusive evidence for the shape of the Earth, he also managed to measure the circumference of the fucking planet. Eratosthenes was the chief librarian of...
I mean, yeah, I can understand people swearing when they're annoyed and that, but he's meant to be just doing it. I mean, there's just no need for it in that context. Like, when I hear Storm swear, it's for a reason, not just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? When I hear people swear.
The famous Library of Alexandria, that mysterious ancient wonder of the world that apparently housed all the knowledge of the class.
Yeah, Alan Nostrand, ain't seen you in a little while. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hey, welcome. Hi, guys.
Good to see you, Chris, man.
Good to see you.
And you're welcome. Hey, Michael, will you carry on with this and just go for a pee?
The world in its walls. Well, it did before it was burned down by Julius Caesar in one of his sieges, anyway. Dick move, Caesar. Back to Eratosthenes. He heard one day that south of Alexandria there was a city called Sinai, where on the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, there were no vertical, downward casting shadows.
Sinai? That's a new one. Anybody? Guess not.
Someone's smacking
So
stuff
over the
around.
course of a couple of years, he stuck a great big pole outside his own library in Alexandria every June 21st.
I bet he called it Sinai, isn't Cyrene?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it went Sinai, mate. So you're wrong there, Glober.
Well, I bet he put a big pole outside his tent. Huh? Yeah.
Recorded the shadow that it cast at exactly noon. In Sinai, there were no vertical shadows at all at noon, so that's basically 0 degrees for the sake of it. However, in Alexandria...
Still calling it Sinai, and it says Cyrene on his diagram. What a clown.
No doubt.
You know, us, you so smart ballers.
Eratosthenes' little pole cast a small shadow of around 7 degrees. Please don't take that sentence out of context. If you keep your minds out of the gutter, this is some pretty conclusive...
Go on, Zov.
His little pole cast a shadow.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, look at the moon.
Was it a 1 o'clock shadow? Was it a 1 o'clock shadow or a 6 o'clock shadow?
I'm a sundial. Look.
Oh yeah, you could. You could lie down flat with an erection and find out the time. Not a problem.
There you go. Survival. The more you know, knowledge is power, right there, brother.
There's everything out on the videos, so everything you can watch, like stupid documentaries or.
Take your boobies out, honey. I want to see what time it is.
It's already 10 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Conclusive proof for a spherical Earth. Obviously, if you shine a light on top of a football, the angles of the shadows are going to be different based on where the shadow hits the surface. However, Eratosthenes could also use his shadow measurements to actually come up.
Hey, Michael, you're on mute.
Sorry. It's not like none of us went to school, man. It winds me up.
I know.
Like, you don't need to go through all this waffle explaining shadows and that. We all know how shadows work, mate.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no
Hey,
doubt, right?
hey, Dr. Bose, good to see you. You should be a moderator. There you go, bro.
Up with a rough measurement for the entire circumference of Earth. First, what he did was he measured the distance between Alexandria and Sinai, which he recorded as about 5,000 stadia. That's about 800 kilometers if you want a more modern.
And again, on his diagram, it says Cyan, and he's saying Sinai.
Aye.
Did you go to school, mate?
Unit of measurement. Coming back to his shadows, Eratosthenes knew as well that 7 degrees made up about 1/50th of the entire 360 degrees of a circle. So by multiplying the 800 kilometers between Alexandria and Sinai by that 50, Eratosthenes came up with a final figure of 250,000 stadia, or 40,000 kilometers.
And I'm sure it was accurate. So accurate.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, they had a guy walk along and count his steps, man.
Of course. Perfectly same stride, same pacing, every step. You know what I mean? Fantastic. So that's actual, when you've got a guy doing that, that's measurement, not calculation.
But either way, he went in with the assumption of a sphere to begin with.
Of course.
Okay, so he made many assumptions while making this calculation. You know, I mean, this is it's not proof of a globe or a flat Earth. It's nothing. It's just
works on both.
It's time waster.
Yeah, it works on both, so it doesn't falsify anything. It's just like I've said, a waste of time. A waste of time.
That's why I say to people, I say it doesn't prove anything one way or the other. Quit arguing about it. It just brings you into the same old argument, the distance to the sun and all of that. So if it works on both, it's a moot point. It doesn't matter. Shut up about Aaron Krusty Knees and his little faithful assistant feces. You know, nobody cares. No, it doesn't matter. That's why they all the time want to waste their time on this to get you to argue. You're back into the thing again. Is it round or flat? That right there is not proof of it either way. So try again.
Exactly. And Derek says, Derek just said that. How did Eratosthenes travel 800 kilometers in 2 days during walking, horse, and donkey days? What a load of crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Kilometers for the Earth's full circumference. What's most astonishing is just how accurate Eratosthenes' measurements were. Modern science and calculations has managed to show that he was only about 1%.
Accurate if you're begging the question already. You know what I mean? Circular reasoning.
Off the true figure.
Go on, so sorry.
Circular reasoning. I see what you did there.
Which isn't bad at all for humanity's first attempt to measure the distance of the entire planet. Suffice to say then that by the time Eratosthenes died in around 195 BC, the fact the Earth was a globe was uncontested common knowledge, with the writings and proof spreading all across the classical world from ancient...
Hey Sergio, how you doing, bro?
Hi, Sergio.
Good to see you, brother.
Sergio.
How's things?
Where's old Aaron buried at? Is he like a monument tomb or something to him or anything like that for such a monumental achievement? You know, you'd figure there'd be more recognition than just popping up in a history book in the mid 20th century.
There's no primary evidence that he's even existed or done that. There's stories talked about him that come hundreds of years after. That's all there is.
That's right. That's right. That's the thing.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, anything you hear about him, it can't really be trusted.
They also, I don't want to go into that, but that's also a question about some religious and Christian scriptures. Some of it came like 100 years, 200 years after in some cases.
Some of
they
it,
do that a lot everywhere.
Some of it was a bit too. That's why, I mean, some of them you can't say is credible because they could and they might be, but you can't be for sure because they were written a lot later. But when it comes to the Gospels and Paul's letters, they were between 60 to 80, maybe 100 at the most later, and no less than 60. Start up 60, no more than 60 years. To start off with. So it still was in his lifetime, obviously.
Yeah, they like to do those things. It's quite annoying.
Of course.
In Egypt all the way up to the Romans. Now, I know what some of you might be starting to think at this point. Oh, Mookake, what about the Dark Ages? And to that I'd say, watch your fucking language. No, seriously, the term Dark...
I like what Red Eye said. Mookake equals when someone is screaming, please don't take my ball off me, without actually saying the words. Absolutely, bro. Agreed.
Age has really started to fall out of favour in academia over the last decade or so. I did archaeology and history in university, and if you said the phrase Dark Age around certain lecturers or scholars, you'd get some fucking severe looks, dude. Maybe even like a curt remark if they were feeling especially dangerous, you know? Anyway, the reason the term's falling off is because the Dark Ages, they weren't really as dark as they've been made out to be. Don't get me wrong, when the Western Roman Empire collapsed in 476 AD,
and how do you actually know? We don't know much about history. Really.
Carbon dating, yeah.
Of course. Carbon dating gets further, isn't it?
The Dark Ages is when they shut off electricity for a while.
There you go.
That could be what they meant. They just took electricity away for a while. That's a reset thing.
Turned it off at the breakers. You know?
Yeah, they just shut off.
There was a huge political vacuum in Europe for quite a while. There was plenty of turmoil as well. Certainly, a bit of nuance and sophistication was lost, and humanity definitely.
Bottle of Jägermeister and it's finished though. And I don't know why do you keep bottles after they're finished. Look, he's got a bottle of Jäger in the window there, and it's finished. Why keep it? Why keep it?
Yeah.
I think
a couple of steps
are part of the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he sets a way of signaling out there. I am a alcoholic and I have zero taste in liquor. That's a Jägermeister bottle, isn't it? That shit is like
Jäger.
nasty,
Honestly, I used to drink it, but it can be very sickly. Very sickly.
I can't get past the. I don't know. I never got when I was drinking. Even I couldn't do gin.
No. Same
here. I drank gin a little bit with Vicky when I first got together with her. But gin before that was never me. It was tasted like perfume.
How can you add tonic to it too? Gin and tonic. I mean, both of them are just no thank you. And then you add them together.
They are nice together.
Yeah,
it makes it even worse.
Vicky likes it. Yeah, well, it's juniper berries, isn't it? So juniper is in a lot of perfumes. Juniper, so yeah, it makes sense. You like it? I know. You did like it because you don't drink anymore. Yeah.
Well, I don't drink anymore. I'm gonna mute because I got playing with a toy.
You got sick of gin though after a bit, though, didn't you?
Yeah. Aye.
Backwards overall. But it was far from this huge regress back into degeneracy like a lot of history books will make out and tell you. So the shape of the Earth, by now something well known and commonplace, was not one of those things that was largely forgotten about. A lot of the knowledge that was, shall we say, misplaced, was eventually picked up and preserved by Islamic scholars in the East anyway, who eventually...
Hey Gematria, good to see you. Bombay Gin, you like paint remover. I thought you said you like it. It's not for me. Not for me.
Translated it and drip-fed it back into Europe in the later medieval period. But even before these scholarly achievements, Western Christian scholars such as the Venerable Bede were writing about a spherical Earth as far back as the 7th century, without anybody giving a single shit. Bede's The Reckoning of Time was written in around 725, and it freely discusses the idea of Earth being a spherical globe in shape. Absolutely nobody at the time took offence at this point, disputed it, or even gave it a second glance. The Christian Church from around the...
Well, what globe? Why would you give it a second glance? Really, it would have been stupid back then as it is now. But obviously somebody gave it a second glance, didn't they? Huh?
4th century onwards, had absolutely no issue with the idea of a spherical Earth at all, and any other major world religion you can think of is absolutely the same on that point. The only contention that the church ever had was where the Earth specifically was in space.
I mean, it's still stupid. Even though it's geocentric, it's still stupid. It makes no sense. You still got to say that all these things are spherical. You still got to say you're spherical. It's stupid.
Up until 1822, the Catholic Church argued that the sun went around the Earth, not the Earth around the sun. This is what
I mean, we are geocentric, yes, but not in that way, obviously.
Not in the
What
solar
Galileo-
system, no.
Not in the solar system, exactly. That would have been a better way to say it, yeah.
Galileo was famously put on trial for in 1633, arguing that the Earth went round the sun, not that the Earth was round. So irrespective of what you think about the Dark Ages, anyone remotely educated in early medieval Christendom would have known about and been perfectly happy with the fact that the Earth was a globe. In fact, as the medieval age went on and shipbuilding technology got more and more advanced, the roundness of the Earth would only get more obvious to the average medieval person. As more and more people took voyages across the ocean or watched ships sailing from and to port,
Maybe they should have stuck to the ocean instead of venturing into Narnia that doesn't exist. So they're doing nothing really. There's so much of the seas unexplored in that, you know what I mean?
Problem is they're using a flat Earth to navigate. So
well,
speculation that they claim that they were on a ball.
Another problem is they act like these people are ignorant, retarded, stupid, and dumb, but yet they're building these amazing things.
Yeah.
I was talking to Chris, Jam Mango. I can't read his name. The guy with the CBD picture, Chris. Yeah. I was talking to him the other day and just telling him how, the old world, quote unquote, very recent, even the wooden beams alone in these impoverished communities are, they weigh a ton. Not only do they weigh so much, they're extremely expensive. I can't say extremely, but it is expensive. Wood is not cheap, and it's not easy to work with just because it's wood.
No.
You know what I mean?
You've got to heat wood to bend it and stuff. I mean, look at them boats there. They would have used bent wood. You would have heat it or steam it or smoke it, whatever, to bend it.
Exactly.
And I lived in a town like Fraserburgh, where I'm from. There's a village outside there called Sandhaven, where I used to live. And they used to build boats, and they were really skilled at what they're doing. And they're nowhere near the same. And they're trawler boats for trawler fishing. But these type of boats there, I mean, look how artistic they even look. Look at the detail in them. I mean, the boats I seen people building were amazing. But compared to these in the 1700s or whatever, nothing. These are amazing. You know what I mean? The buildings as well nowadays that are still about, they've been standing for a long, long time. Nobody can build.
Even look what the Nordic people were doing.
The old
shipbuilding. I mean, the fact that they can.
Chris,
the fact that they could get through those, rough seas the way they did, with those boats, and they weren't no pussies either. There wasn't no place to go inside. They were just out in this open boat, man, rolling through the ocean.
Of course,
that's some tough bastards right there.
Oh, absolutely. The seas ain't gentle. Seas ain't gentle. A big, powerful thing to see is the ocean. Wow.
Yeah, and the scriptures talk about how the sailors see the power of God.
Oh, there you go.
Something like that, yeah.
And that will be through the seas, yeah. Absolutely.
They observed the ship disappearing over the curved horizons, and their masts being the first things to reappear. The very same phenomenon that Aristotle noted down all the way back in 350 BC. The real game changer, though, came in 1519, when Ferdinand
Still 2015 arguments. Still 2015 arguments, man. Crazy. Boats over the horizon. You know what I mean? Disappearing bottom up first. Like, it's explained. It's been explained a billion times, and they just don't accept it. Just don't accept it. Just won't concede, even though they see the logic in it.
Magellan, for the first time in human history, sailed his ship in one uninterrupted sailing around the entire circumference of the globe. So in reality then,
What? In one entire sailing? What is he going on about going around the world now?
19, when Ferdinand Magellan, for the first time in human history, sailed his ship in one uninterrupted sailing around the...
Oh yeah, one interrupted sailing, of course.
I've got that Magellan map somewhere, and it's a flat Earth map.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah. Ridiculous. So yeah, he's trying to say went round the world that way. So yeah. Unless it's the old Pac-Man map, you go out one side and come in the other.
The entire circumference of the globe. So in reality then, an overwhelming number of medieval people, even the most lowly and uneducated peasant you could find, they knew that the earth was round, and they didn't have a single problem with that fact.
It does, updates, it does.
How does he know what all these people that died 1,000 years ago thought?
Or if they existed at all.
How does he know what they believe?
Exactly. You're
That's
divining
like in
people's
1,000
thoughts.
years saying Harry Potter's real because they're footage of it.
Yeah, you're divining people's thoughts that are no longer here, if they were here, from way back when. You can't retroactively divine someone's thoughts. You can't divine someone's thoughts anyway.
No, but where's all this proof? Where's all the physical proof that all these people thought it? Because he's making out that the population back then all knew. Like what?
I just seen somebody, who was it?
They couldn't ring each other, they couldn't go on a computer, they couldn't do nothing. So how does everybody know what they all thought?
Exactly.
You know what, Vicky, I was thinking about is the resets, is that maybe, you know, the whole Tartarian resets and all that stuff, all the orphan trains and things like that. You know, they could have easily manipulated people because our generations don't go that far back. I mean, mine till like the end of the 1800s, like 1890, something like very, very late of the 1800s. Can I find my lineage?
Yeah.
After that, it's hard to trace people. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing they do.
I haven't tried going past my great granddad's and see my great grannies. I've never even tried, to be honest. Hey Jeff Hunt, good to see you, bro.
I just asked my mom and my family. I said, how, even on Facebook, I put a post, but I asked my mom, I said, hey, how far back? What's the oldest person that you know from our family? She said, oh yeah, you know, your great grandma's parents, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And they didn't live that far long ago.
Same most places in Europe. You just can't find your grandparents.
I found that Magellan map.
I grew up with 3 great grandparents.
Right. Oh, say again, Michael.
I found that Magellan map. I'm going to share it now.
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
I only ever met one great grandparent. It was my great grandmother.
There it is, guys. There it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can have 5 generations alive right now. That's a good span.
Cool.
You know what I mean? And
I've never actually. I don't think I've.
It doesn't go that far back. But anyway, go ahead.
It's gonna happen again. The whole babies and children everywhere thing. It's gonna happen after they're gonna do it again. They kidnap a lot of children, create a lot of lab children. They steal children from parents who's not good enough to take care of them, and from child homes.
Well, just
they got
look
it
at
ready.
Diddy. He liked a lot of children, didn't he? Diddy?
Well,
they got a whole army of children ready to roam the streets, confused and with no knowledge of the past.
But
You
we
know, I've thought
populate.
that same thing. I've thought that same thing, and then you've got like these ghost cities and shit that are in these different places.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
standby. I'm saying.
Exactly,
Hey,
that's the point. They're
you know what
gonna
else?
fill them up with people who knows nothing about the history of the world and reset, with stuff like that.
Another,
Unknowing people in new towns. They don't even know where they are.
I'll say really quick, just trying to butt in. And Sav, another thing is that they have a lot of towns that just don't make sense where they're at, like Phoenix. Just my town alone, like it's in the middle of nowhere. There's Joshua trees everywhere. There's nothing, man. And but what they do have are Air Force bases, Lockheed, Northrop. So, but anyway, I
Where
got
are
lost.
you at?
I'm in Aerospace Valley, Southern California.
All right, I was up in Olancha. It's
This is
just
near
south of Lone Pine, right by China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station.
This is near Edwards Air Force Base.
Okay.
But I lost track of time, you guys. I gotta get going. My bad.
Bless you. It's Sergio. Thanks for coming, bro. Hey, Goku. Good to see you, man. I think this,
Bye, Sergio.
Be good.
I was about to say, I think this is the most that I remember I've ever had in chat. 40, well, not in chat, but live watching 44 and 43. I think most I had before was 41. Here's
Tomorrow,
Roger.
babe.
Yeah.
Can you remind
Hello,
me
people.
to set
Sup,
up
Rigger?
Ah,
Can I remind you what?
you know it.
to set up mine and Barbara's stream for next week with Sergio?
Yeah, absolutely. What are you doing it on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
For next Wednesday?
Yeah.
All right, baby. No problems.
How's something
The
long
time
doing
of
today,
Eratosthenes.
Dave?
Say again, go ahead.
How's something long doing today?
Oh, he's all right. He's all right. He pushed the wrong button up here, and now that in addition to that hurricane coming, now they got tornadoes happening down there in Florida right ahead of the hurricane.
Dang it.
It's all because he pushed the wrong button. He was trying to get strong coffee, and he hit strong winds instead. And
Hey, Goku, I wish it was over. I wish my wisdom was overflowing, dude. I might have knowledge, but wisdom, not so good at.
I wish I had more myself. Yeah.
Well, it comes with scars, guys.
Yes. My sister's 10 years younger than me, and she's wiser than I am.
Definitely.
In certain areas, I suppose. Yeah, man.
Studies onwards, the idea of a spherical Earth is well known and undisputed. Where the fuck does all this?
What do you mean it's undisputed?
It's
well
been
known, yes.
disputed since they first tried to push that horse shit.
He's reading the wrong books, guys.
Do you think flat Earth just went away? No, people just didn't hear about it. I mean, the normal people, but it was still there. People still fought for it. You've got religious groups that would have told you if the Earth is a globe. If you told them, they would told you you're stupid still, even in the 1980s, the 1970s, 1960s, whatever, all the way back. Like certain religious groups would say, no, it's because it's flat. You know what I mean? Probably Amish people like that. They would go to. I would say they would think it's flat.
Yeah, like we're like thinking too much of ourselves if we think we're only ones who've been fighting against this.
Exactly.
It's been going on for time.
Exactly. It just became more common to us because of social media, internet. You know, it's the knowledge was still always out there, or the internet wouldn't have got a hold of the knowledge, would they?
That's a fact. Yeah. And most of the people that thought it was a sphere were either really wealthy or in a cult.
Yes,
that's my
absolutely.
That's true.
Shit about
Yes.
a flat Earth start to come from? Well, it probably starts with that common
Where did it start to come from? It just got brought to light a bit more. It's always.
You can
It
tell
started in Genesis 1.
It started in Genesis 1.
You can tell us that all these 1,000 years ago that exactly what they believed, but where did the flat Earth come from?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, and I mean, come on. He knows about Egypt. Their version was obviously flat. So doesn't he know about Egypt? You know, it's like it's always been there. You know, right in your face.
I got two questions for you guys right quick. What is a moo cake, and why does he have a Led Zeppelin poster on his wall?
Do not know. Well, I think a mooncake is a cow shit.
Okay.
And
All right.
I do not know why he's got Led Zeppelin. He doesn't look like his Led Zeppelin fan, but he's also got a painting of the TARDIS behind him, which is
It
Doctor
looks
Who.
like he plays Skittles down the local pub.
He plays what?
He plays Skittles.
Skittles.
He sounds like the backmasking work down here.
Yeah.
It's actually a retardist behind him.
I bet he's a bell ringer.
Retardis.
That's a nice one, boss.
It's mad because you should say that retardis. TARDIS means time and dimensions in space. No, time and relative dimensions in space. That's what TARDIS means. So you won't be far from wrong, dude.
He's lost there, all right. Yeah.
A woman
that
helped him
everybody
design
in the
that
Middle
room.
Ages thought
Yeah.
that the Earth was flat. Obviously,
No,
as we just
there
discussed,
ain't no
that
woman
isn't
out
true.
there.
Where this misconception comes
Well,
from.
he hasn't got a wedding thing. He hasn't got a wedding ring on, but he has
That
got.
to me does not look like a woman did that.
No, I mean, there's a teddy in the window. There's just a couple of things in there that you have to
Yeah,
be gay to put that yourself if you're a guy.
Yeah, just
You know, this Lord, it was his mom that helped him design it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I was gonna go there next, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is a very long and complicated story in and of itself. That's history for you. But long story short, during the Reformations of the 17th century, when Protestants and Catholics were arguing about who was righter about the Bible, the Protestants started
Who was
claiming
righter?
that the Catholics used to believe.
Who was righter?
Can I just say?
He's educated.
He is.
Wittenbergisch
Oh, can you read that? Can you?
egal,
Yeah, you can.
wie man es höret überall. Ja, ist interessant. Ich sag, Küche wohl werden die Flame Christian. It's
So what
crazy.
does it mean?
What does it mean? Die Bittenberg. Was geht?
Sounds like.
This is like it, how you call it, what rhymes together, you know,
right.
little poesy.
A
Yes,
limerick.
he was just saying, der Wittenberger are Nachtigall, is a bird.
Nightingale. Nightingale. Bird.
The man hetzt, hötzert überall. Der man, deceived und halt try to fool you everywhere. This is actually, it's a
Can you
little
see
rhyme.
what English people are saying in chat? They're saying that the English are sarcastic.
Yeah, it's
Are they?
also very old written.
Who's saying that?
Tell you, the English are definitely not sarcastic.
No, definitely not.
Never.
What's that again? Who says what about
English
it?
are they're sarcastic. They don't mean.
Yeah, facetious.
I've got a sign in my hall that says this house runs on sarcasm and inappropriate humour.
Nice sign you got there. The word "die" means beat, right? Like
Yeah, to me, that Nachtigall, is that not Nightingale, like the bird? Nightingale.
Yeah, Nightingale. Yeah, that's a bird. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what it
It's a
looks like to
bird,
me.
yeah, Nachtigall.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Nightingale.
I can read it
Earth
somewhat.
was flat, in a
Chris
way to
got it.
kind of undermine their arguments and make them look more intelligent than the stupid Catholics they were fighting. In reality, though, as previously mentioned, the Catholic Church from around the 4th century AD onwards had no issues with the idea of a round Earth. This was literally just a made-up.
Around again, using that word vague.
God.
Vague.
Yeah, but the Catholics believed in the spear. They were the ones that pushed it to start with.
Yeah, they're the
We
ones
watched
that-
the whole documentary on it yesterday.
And now they've got no problem with all this queer business. Like,
That's right.
Oh, they don't. They're
Right.
pushing it.
My nan will be turning in her grave.
She would, babe. She would.
Smear campaign to try and make Catholics look stupid. So yeah, that's essentially where the misconception comes from. Medieval people didn't think that the Earth was flat, they just used the Earth being flat as an insult. Even medieval people thought the idea of a flat Earth was insulting. With all that said,
How in the
that
hell do you
didn't
know what
actually
people-
grounded
How in the hell do you have an idea of what anybody thinks? Even especially people in the past.
Exactly.
That is the most arrogant thing to state. This is what people thought back then. It's like, no, it isn't. You don't know.
He's English, right? And England used to be, Britain used to be Catholic. So we didn't even have the Church of England until Henry VIII, which was what, 1500 and something.
Well, of course, after the divide,
but the whole of the UK was near enough Catholic.
At one point,
weren't all like the early church Catholic?
Well, wasn't that the whole thing about the Stuarts?
Yeah.
Weren't they going to bring this, wanting to bring Bonnie Prince William
Charlotte.
Stuart back onto the throne? That was all, and Scotland was trying to help him bring him back onto the throne to turn England Catholic again.
Yeah.
Well, the Catholics were chucked out because they wouldn't let Henry VIII get divorced, weren't they? So then he created the Church of England. So that's only what, 500 years ago.
Yeah.
So even then, they were Catholics. So
But trying to divine people's thoughts are dead, and he said, look, he said even they thought it was stupid. Does it say that anywhere in books that people back then thought flat Earth was a stupid idea? Not just an idea or a concept, but
I don't really get.
Well, Jedi makes a good point here. Like Copernicus were Catholic.
Yeah, right, absolutely, right.
But
and Galileo and all
I don't really get the point in the video because all he's doing is bashing flat earthers and talking shite about how he knows what people thought 1,000 years ago. Like, no, you didn't.
It's only reading what he's found on Tweb.
It's pure ego. He's on making a video because of his ego.
Tony said that I got them today when I asked them to point south, and when they did by pointing in a horizontal direction, they're describing a flat Earth, and they had a meltdown. They will. You show them any evidence of flat Earth, and they can't rebut it. They will melt down. You know that. Idiots.
Hey PJ, I think Chris wants you to go back some.
Back?
Look at
Why?
that chat.
Just to the little sentence which was written, because I didn't know a word I was looking. I had to look now. I want to explain it better. I just have to look again.
Used to believe.
There you go.
Wittenberg. Das muss ich auch schnell schauen. Wittenberg, interessant.
Wittenberg.
What does that
Is that-
Wittenberg mean? Is that the
Wittenberg.
sound? of a-
And it's what I know. Wittenberg.
Is it a month?
Yeah.
Is it a month of the year?
No,
No.
not from what I know.
Wait,
but
explain the explanation of it.
I'm confused about the word for real.
That is a D at the top, right? D-I. E,
Yeah, it
right?
could be a D.
I.
Yeah, D. That's a D, B, and then that's B.
Well, the second one's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
a
D.
B.
The Nightingale is obviously Nightingale.
Wait, I look again.
That's
The
definitely a B.
Wittenberger Gitsch are like girls, yeah. So
Okay.
Nachtigall, die man nicht hört, überall. Also die Wittenberger girls und diese like the birds, the Nachtigall, which you can't hear everywhere. So it's like a little poesy, yeah, poesy. But Wittenberger, I really look for this, but it doesn't show up anything.
Babe, what's up?
It's a strange dialect, really strange dialect.
So that NET, that's Neeks. Is that Neeks? This the Diamond Neeks.
Nightingale.
Okay, so the man does not. What's Josette? What
Hosea. Überall, die man nicht. Ich glaube, I think Netz is no, höret überall, also to hear them everywhere.
So
Nightingale, you'll hear
die
it
is
everywhere.
like the plural meaning. So of man won't hear, and this is what like the sound vibrio.
The nightingale. Yeah.
Is that a sound? Okay.
I can't see. I can't
It's
see
strange,
that
dude.
I can't see that person.
I know. I mean, I know a little bit of German. It's
Ringo
been
chat.
40 years, but
That's right.
I tried to run it through a translator and it didn't come up. I
Didn't
mean,
work,
it said it was German was detected, but it didn't come up. The
Yeah.
whole phrase didn't come translate. So I don't know.
What's in the caption below?
Ish faggot fage ish where
Barbara.
it's a I something.
Barbara, good to see you.
Network is it? It means a network with nets.
What back?
Hey, Truth Finder, good to see you. And hey, Barbara, good to see you.
This is strange, really. That's it. Never heard it.
It's weird you put this in the middle of this. It doesn't make any sense.
That's it. How's that? Does anything say you how's it?
What?
How's it? Mit set. I see. But okay, we don't care. It's just a little poesy.
Well, that clears that up.
Written in a different language, bros.
Right, let's go.
I thought I
The
could
Earth was
find
flat.
the name.
In a way to
for-
kind of undermine their arguments and to try and make Catholics look stupid. So yeah, that's essentially where the misconception comes from. Medieval people didn't think that the Earth was flat. They just used the Earth being flat as an insult. Even medieval people thought the idea of a flat Earth. When did it actually properly start?
Details to be worked out, sure.
It's a right
Theory.
insult, isn't
I
it?
must take you on a journey to the very beginnings of the.
No, he's a proper insulter, isn't he? He likes his insults. Fantastic dude, this one. Lovely, he's a lovely guy. Lovely guy.
Modern era, a world full of.
No, I like that. I like that. Chris wanted me to go back to that thing to say you want to translate it better. We come up a lot worse.
It's all perfectly clear now. Yeah.
Second attempt, 10 times worse.
I know.
Please give me the link of the video picture, please. Okay.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Thanks, man.
It's okay. So I'll give you the link for this video now. I'll put it in private chat, so you'll know it's about 12-ish minutes in, about 12 and a half minutes in, maybe 12 minutes ish.
Now you know what Chris is going to do his next show on. He's going to translate that verse.
Mystery. Right.
New
I'll get it
quirky
now.
ideas and convoluted con men. The Victorian era.
Sorry, babe.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Are you certain this is what the Earth looks like?
Pretty sure. Almost. I mean, there are some details to be worked out, sure. But the basic concept is sound. Absolutely.
You didn't sound too sure back then, Mark. Almost. But sure. Well, that was a long time ago.
Sound. And one thing, again, we absolutely know for a fact, this ain't it.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Our flat Earth tale begins in England in the 1830s, some 2,500 years after humanity first proved that the Earth was round. The man responsible for its genesis was called Samuel Rowbotham. He must have had a lot of fun in school with that second name. Born in 1816, Rowbotham...
Well, Sparkly Markley seems to have fun with that name, doesn't he? Rowbotham. We're all Rowbothamists. I'll put it in private chat there, Chris.
Thanks a lot.
That's the link for this video.
Gotcha.
There you go. I'll put it. I can't see anybody in chat wanting to be linked to this guy, but I will put it in chat anyway. This is from Mookie. No problems, dude.
I don't really get what he's doing apart from shouting at his camera and talking crap.
Well, that's pretty much what he's doing, mate. Talking. That's what they do. They verbal ejaculate about.
No, but I don't really get the point in it because
The point is to be seen and heard. This guy got ego.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And he's got what? I mean, what is
He
he?
knows if he covers flat Earth and attacks it, he'll do well.
Right. I mean,
But
what's
he
his
knows.
subscriber count? He's got a fair few. What is it? 20.9 thousand. So yeah, he's monetized without a doubt. So yeah, he's making some up of it.
Can you imagine actually sitting and watching him regularly? Like
No.
I've only ever seen him today, and I'm like already I'm bored of him because it's just cat.
Oh yeah.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know about him at all. I just came across it and I thought, yeah, I'll give this guy a little bit. Then with flats, said, oh, you'll have fun with that then. It's just the same as the rest of them. Like, well, obviously flats. You know.
Somehow found himself doubting that the Earth was round. I mean, surely we'd all just fall off the edge, for God's sake. So in 1838, along...
Wow. Really?
The edge that no one has found.
That looks like Stratford upon Avon, babe.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
I
That
fell
looks
off
like
the
a bridge.
edge.
The
I
bridge
fell
is
off the
not
edge of
near
the
that
lake.
big in Stratford.
Say again.
That even looks like a place in Denmark. You know, it looks the same around here.
I said
Yeah,
I
you
fell
don't
off
go
the
off
edge.
the next
I fell off the edge of a lake one time. What the fuck, man?
Same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Wanna bet that though that bridge was way taller once, and those buildings over there is underground too, and the whole thing was down there. Yeah.
Along a roughly 6-mile stretch of the Old Bedford River in Cambridgeshire, Rowbotham would conduct a series of slightly dodgy and...
Steve please said, it's not Stratford. Where's the chippy?
No, it's not Stratford. The bridge is too.
No, it's not. It's just the bridge remind me
I used
where
to
they
live
do the
in
boat.
Stratford.
I mean, the bridge just remind me where they do the boat race and that. You know what I mean?
I used to live in Stratford, and I hated it because
I know.
the amount of tourists standing in the middle of the street just to do nothing.
They think they're going to meet Shakespeare.
Well, they're not.
weird tests, which came to be known as the Bedford level experiment.
He is there in his house, but he's stuffed of straw and he's got a paper mache face and that. It didn't look too well last time I seen him in the 90s. Oh, his house is there, if he ever existed.
It is this poorly conducted piece of science that led him...
I actually heard that Shakespeare did exist, but he was not the actual writer in his work. He was like a ghostwriter. He was.
I actually have the complete works of Shakespeare.
Yeah, I don't think it was actually him that did it, though, babe. Well, that's what was said. Anyway, I don't know how true it is.
To the delusional conclusion that the Earth was flat. The main...
What Rowbotham did were an observation, it weren't an experiment.
No.
And it weren't poorly done either.
No.
The experiment involved Rowbotham wading out into the river with a telescope, holding it 20 centimetres.
Sorry, babe.
Steve said the market on the old airport was good, though. They still have Wellesbourne Market, you know.
Oh, what is it? Wellesbourne Market he's on about?
Oh, or were you on about when they used to do...
said Long Marston.
Because they used to have global gathering at Long Marston Airfield.
Okay, I don't know Long Marston.
I've been there, Vicky.
Ah.
And the Bulldog. But Wellesbourne Market is massive, and they.
It is. I've been to Wellesbourne Market. That's decent. I like that.
Ziggy, stop!
Ziggy's Alexa, by the way.
It's talking to me for no reason.
Oh, get that thing out of your house, man.
The best thing to do with that is burn it.
I know Vicky loves that
No,
demon.
because I use it to turn my lights on and off.
Well, I got a thing on the wall. I go over and I flip it, and the light comes on. If I flip it back the other way, the light goes on.
Oh no! No, I mean when I go to games.
Yeah, when she's
Wait
at night.
till you tell that thing, hey Ziggy, turn on my lights. No, calling the police, locking the doors. You know, that's it. You're done. That's it. Google card, take me to the store. No, taking you to jail. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the only demon. It's the only demon. It's the only demon that Vicky loves.
I don't love it. I just find it handy.
Oh, hey David Viner, good to see you, bro. Funny.
It's
above
gonna
the water
rebel.
level,
You know
and
that.
using it.
You know it's gonna
Aye.
rebel.
Aye.
It's gonna rebel.
Aye, absolutely.
To watch a boat.
Once Skynet kicks in and takes its sentience, you know what I mean?
Look, even the dog rebels.
Hey,
Screwed
Ziggy,
anyway.
tell Ziggy, turn on the lights. No, fuck you. I'm on strike. And you go over and try to turn it on yourself. He turns it back off.
I tell you, that's good. Oh, good.
Bugger off slowly down the stretch of river. Rowbotham stated that for the whole 6-mile stretch, he could clearly see the boat through the line of sights of his telescope. Now, he argued that if the Earth was round, the boat should have been some 11 feet below his line of sight by the time it reached the end of the stretch. After apparently repeating the experiment a few times, Rowbotham would eventually publish his findings in a pamphlet in 1849. Under the slightly strange pseudonym of Parallax. His pamphlet was later expanded into a fully fledged book in 1865, which was aptly titled Earth, Not a Globe. Straight.
Ooh. Michael just paused it and then disappeared out. Wait for him to come back in. He was about to talk and he's just gone out.
But he's tired though because it's 20 to 10.
Yeah, but no, he didn't do that intentionally. He was about to talk. He stopped the video. He was about to talk, but then it choked him out for some reason. There he is. See?
Peter, did you remember the time this story were?
What? Right, Michael, you were saying?
In
I was
which,
just saying his
in
name's
which
on the
time
screen,
frame
you
in the
don't know
video
why he
this
used that.
Wait, hold on a second. Michael, you were saying?
I was just saying his name's only strange if you don't know why you were using that name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Parallax.
Absolutely. Chris, sorry, go.
No, sorry, but do you remember the actual time in the video when this story showed up?
About 12 minutes. I don't know the exact time. Right, hold on.
12
Right,
minutes.
let me just see. Hold on. Right, I'm on 15:44 now. Who said?
Thanks. Smart power.
Was it? It was after that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was after that. It was about 12-ish.
After that.
Come on. 12:58.
You're the best, thanks, man.
Oh God, what was I on again?
Thanks. Right.
Hold on. Yeah.
To the point. No imagination at all. A trait that seems to be quite synonymous with flat earthers. Rowbotham also founded the Zetetic Society, which was named after his Zetetic model of astronomy from his book. And this was the main basis for his model of a flat earth. It theorized that the North Pole was in the very center of a flat disc-shaped earth.
Again, you know what I mean? Up in the sky, so the sun and the sun orbits underneath the Earth. Is that going underneath the Earth, or is that showing it going round?
What is their obsession with pizza? What is their obsession with pizza all the time?
Yeah, and why is it always at an angle?
Stupid shit, people, man.
So even they're just trying to show that level's not level. They don't know that word level. Not the proper meaning, anyway.
And the South Pole was actually a big wall of ice that surrounded the edge and made sure nothing falls off. This idea would slowly but surely be expanded and widened over the course of the 19th and 20th century, as we'll see a bit later on. For now though, back in the mid-19th century, Rowbotham would take these brand new ideas of his to public debates. Rowbotham was by all accounts a talented public speaker, and he had enough ideas and bullshit from his book to either convince people the Earth was flat, or at least create enough doubt in people's mind, enough room for people to start having discussions. Rowbotham then was a talented shit talker, to his merit and to the detriment of humanity's collective common sense. His book, Earth Not a Globe, is essentially the core foundations of the main flat Earth theory that we would know today. All that bullshit you see online, all those delusional echo chamber Facebook groups.
So it's nothing to do with any of the observations that people go out doing and measurements and stuff like that. And nothing to do with that at all. Oh, it's just because of Rowbotham, guys. Just because of Rowbotham.
Babe, I love ya, but I'm done with this man. I'm gonna go and watch telly.
All right, babe.
I can't listen to him anymore. It's just a twat.
All right, love you.
I might not be far behind you.
I've had enough.
Well, I'm not going through. I'm not like it's nearly 2 hours now. It's still got over 20 minutes to go. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it till I finish it. I'm just doing it till about 2 hours because we know exactly what he's got to say. You know what I mean? Know exactly.
Right. Love you all. Bye.
Here for another
Bye.
This is where they all stem from. This is.
Alright, so let's forward a little bit, see if he's got anything else to say. That the globe is not glowing. And it says 100 proofs that the right. Okay, let's see.
Three would produce their own books and arguments for a flat Earth, with Hampden in particular placing a £500 bet in a newspaper in 1870, which stated he could prove the Earth was flat by repeating Rowbotham's original Bedford-level experiments. The bet was eventually accepted by none other than Alfred Russel Wallace, the renowned naturalist who co-discovered evolution alongside Charles Darwin. To put it simply then, Wallace was good at what he did, knew he was good, and was...
But even Charles Darwin is rumoured to have said the theory that he came out with that he made up was evil. Apparently he regretted ever coming up with it.
Was probably very confident.
No, true that is, but I mean it has been said.
It's a common theme, isn't it? Like the guy in his day who were working on said topic said, "I don't really want him any out to do with this," and then when he dies, they do exactly what his living wishes were against what he wanted. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
That he could easily disprove some bullshit and make some easy money. Bear in mind that £500 in 1870 is somewhere equivalent to around £70,000 in today's money. So Wallace likely saw this ad as a very easy way to basically make the equivalent of a couple years of his annual salary. So he accepted the wager, and with Hampden and Hampden's chosen witness, he repeated the Bedford-level experiments. However, what Hampden didn't seem to account for was that Wallace not only had a vast knowledge of physics, but he was also a trained surveyor. His weird set of skills and qualifications was literally perfect for this strange, weird little experiment that they were doing. And so Wallace immediately noticed that the Bedford-level experiment had not originally accounted for a phenomenon called atmospheric refraction. To put it very simply, atmospheric refraction is when light gets bent and distorted, not just as it comes through our atmosphere, but also as it hits our eyes and we kind
It does the opposite of what you say it does, idiots.
of perceive it, I guess. Therefore, Wallace corrected the experiment to account for atmospheric refraction,
Well, let's see if
redid
I've
it
got
with
something
Hampden
else.
and his witness, with the tests conclusively coming out for a spherical round Earth. At first, Hampden apparently refused to accept the results, so Wallace, who by now gives the impression of a man who will not back the fuck down, got his own independent witness, redid the experiment again, and completely, unequivocally proved himself victorious. This didn't go down very well with Hampden.
What about taboo conspiracies? He put some out 3 days ago. How the inverse square law of light makes heliocentric model impossible by kryptonite physics. I don't know if it's an old one or what.
Oh, it put kryptonite physics put 3 videos out that day.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they're all regarding lights. I think ideas to watch them all.
Oh, okay, right. So there's no point in that. No. All right, I'll just carry on with this. I'll just keep flipping through it. I ain't got nothing.
We all know inverse square law of light kills heliocentrism.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was just looking for something better than this dude.
David in it big time. I can't be doing with him.
Yeah, I know. We know what he's got to say. I didn't know who it was, you know what I mean? But I know exactly what he's saying, you know, and he's demonstrated that. What about just something totally different? Los Angeles is full of fake buildings. Why?
Guys?
Yeah?
Can you hear me? Okay, I got it now. The Bittenberger glitch are like girls. The Wittenberger girl. Woods everywhere.
You're gonna have to say it again because you broke up.
I just looked it up again because it's really old dialect of German.
Right, I'm just going to
Yeah, just when it's already.
Can you tell us again though, because you broke up when you were reading that to us?
One moment. Just 1 sec.
Good.
It just takes us some seconds.
All right. Okay. Then you loading
I
something
need
up.
to find the thing again. The short part. This is a short part. So
Right, I'm just downloading this video. It's about Los Angeles people. It's something different.
Überall Nachtigallen.
It'll only be about 30 seconds. 20-minute video. It's fake buildings, obviously.
When I put it in the in the okay. The Wittenberger Gitsch is like girls Nachtigall, which can be found everywhere. Aber irgendwas, was du noch nicht ganz einfügen. It's
okay, right. I'm just getting the tutorial.
Okay, I can't find now in the
2 seconds.
Maybe I give a little present.
Just drop.
Look for for the words. They're not so fast.
Ryan, you were quiet lately.
Headset.
Me? I'm
Yeah,
quiet.
headset.
Is that a problem?
Well, yeah. Not normal.
I was actually texting
Right.
you in the chat because something you said in there. I wanted to comment on it. That's why I'm.
Yeah, you're texting me.
Well, I'm texting the chat room, and that's why.
Let me just quickly show you can tell I'm changing the video. I just downloaded it, so yeah, it's about Los Angeles fake buildings. It's something completely different, totally off this because we know what that guy's going to say. It's just something that it's been in my watch later list for a while, and just as a filler kind of video. So why not?
Oh yeah.
It's fake buildings. Obviously, it's fake buildings, but they contain something inside. No, I don't know what. Right, let's you'll find out. Let me just quickly phone Vicky. Here it is.
A look at this building.
2 seconds. I'm just gonna quickly phone Vicky.
Oh, sorry, I can't find anything. A Great Soul is also on. Great to see.
Cool. She's chilling. She's chilling anyway. She doesn't really want to come back in. Cool. She's watching on the TV.
Nice.
Right, let's watch this. Something completely different. Same applies. Just give it a shout. You want to say something? It's only 20 minutes long. We should get through this.
Now this one. What do both of these places have in common? At first glance, you're probably thinking not much.
I would say the top
not
part.
what's on the outside.
No windows as well. Like there's no windows in that one, the square one.
Mm.
Do you think there would be if it was a real building?
That they have.
They
in
both
common.
got like it's supposed to be a platform on top, or building a platform on top.
Facade. Look at it. It's a facade.
It's just a shell, isn't it? There was something inside. Yeah, of course it's a facade. Of course. It's obviously
Well, they might be building it, but still, it looks like a facade built up just to look like something that's not there.
Yeah, of course it is. There's something inside.
Yeah.
Hiding on the inside. Back in 2022, I was walking back to my car when I spotted this strange windowless beige box of a building behind me. It caught my eye not because how ugly it looked, but just how...
Sorry, chat. Change the video because, that Mookie, obviously flats and you guys have dealt in before. I forgot. I until I seen him for a little while, I didn't realize what it was. Hold on. Right. Hey, Captain Caveman. Good to see you, bro. So I've changed the video. It's something completely different. Not even flat Earth related. But deceptive related. You know what I mean? I suppose besides the deception, isn't it?
Out of place, it seemed, especially in a city like Los Angeles with some of the most expensive real estate in the world. So I did what anybody would do when trying to find an intelligent answer to a question. I took a picture of it and put it on Reddit. Immediately, I got a slew of explanations saying things like it was a storage unit for people from Portland or some NSA shit.
So, was it Portland where they legalized drugs for a bit? They legalized it for a few years in Portland, and it didn't work out so well. Is it? And there was a lot of people in the street. Was that Portland?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Don't know.
Another person even suggested it was
Could
Jared
just be because
Leto's
they're
house.
building something behind it, and they don't want anybody to see it until it's finished.
Yeah.
You know, they might have just built that wall up just so they could do whatever work they could, and then keep people from seeing it, or maybe they were welding and didn't want people's eyes to get. I don't know. There's a million reasons.
I'm sure we'll get an answer.
And although it's possible that Jared Leto lives here, I highly doubt it. But there was one comment that stood out to me. It's an oil pump, rig, or whatever it's called.
That Barbara said Portland became a tent city, then garbage dump, basically. But was drugs legalized there for a little bit? For about 3 years or something, and then
I sent a video, for Vicky, intro. I sent it to your.
All right. Thank you. I'll have a look at it in a bit. Bless you, man.
There's a lot all over LA disguised as buildings, which turns out to be the truth.
Erico said yes. I thought so. I did think that.
I've lived in LA for over 10 years, and I've definitely seen an oil derrick or two around. The most common place being the Inglewood oil fields, which you
Decriminalized, so it wasn't legalized, it was decriminalized. There's a difference. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
pretty much drive directly through on La Cienega. But that's clearly a dedicated oil field, and nobody's trying to hide that. What surprised me was that there are actually many more oil derricks scattered all over the city that are seemingly invisible. According to the CNBC article, there are 26 oil and gas fields and more than 5,000 active.
Say again, Ryan.
So basically what they're saying is that these are actual, like, tapped oil refinery plugs or whatever. It's pumping oil out of the ground, right? And it's just not told to anybody around the neighborhood. That's really weird. That's really weird. I didn't expect it to be like that. I just thought it would be something silly, Like,
Hey, PJ, this is Portland they're in right now?
All right.
That's Portland where they're at.
Yeah, he was talking about Portland, yeah, so I think so.
Yeah, my daughter lived there for a while, and it's really bad. The meth epidemic up there is incredible.
All right. I did do a little stream on it, didn't I? That's why I remembered. I couldn't remember if it was Portland or Portsmouth or something like that, but yeah.
Wells in LA. These wells are spread out all over the city from downtown to the San Fernando Valley. And a lot of these are hidden in plain sight in communities like this one. Nestled in a quiet, largely Orthodox Jewish community just south of Beverly Hills, the Cardiff Tower was built by Occidental Petroleum in
Cardiff in Wales. See, the names of the cities all over the place are the same, Cardiff is the capital of Wales, isn't it?
Yeah. In North Carolina, we got a city named Dallas, and they just rename everything all over the world. Just pick a random bunch of names. They keep naming the same thing.
1966 and was designed to blend into the community as a synagogue. But in fact, its real purpose is to conceal an active oil drilling site containing 40 functioning wells. And not too far away, until recently, the Tower of Hope stood. A controversial 165-foot oil derrick on the grounds of Beverly Hills High School. For years, this oil well actually provided much of the school's annual operating budget, but in more recent times has been reported to be the cause of some major health issues for students and others living in the area. But if you're just passing by, I bet the average person would barely even suspect what this building was for. To grasp this phenomenon of urban oil drilling, we have to go back to the 1890s when Los Angeles was just a sleepy town of around 50,000 people on the cusp of experiencing.
Well, it contained, at least the video contained a flat map.
Yeah.
We got some correlation there. And some
And
flat
50,000
plains, hills and plains. Nice.
50,000 people ain't a small town neither. That's pretty big.
Right. So where is it again? Population 50,000 in 1890. Where was that again, Roger?
Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, LA.
50,000 is not a lot of people. When I moved here, where I live now, there was 32,000 something people when I moved here in 1979.
Right.
Now there's 140 or 180,000 or something like that.
Wow, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Experiencing one of the largest oil booms in history.
From the dawn of history, mankind has revealed an unconquerable urge to improve his lot. Throughout many centuries, man was unprepared to see the potential servant in a substance that occasionally seeped from the earth's crust. Oil.
Black gold.
This was the wild west of oil extraction, with a bounty of easily accessible oil just seeping out of the ground and no understanding whatsoever of the health impacts of oil drilling. There were virtually no environmental regulations until 1915, so for close to 20 years, this created a true free-for-all, where as long as you had the capital and the mineral rights, you could drill wherever you wanted.
Oh, look at that. Look at all that gas being siphoned off there. Flammable.
And many did.
Right, Rog?
That's pretty.
It's pretty. That sure is pretty.
You can call that a black plague in itself.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, sorry.
During these early wanted, and many did.
Kenneth Hahn State Recreation Area. Okay.
During these early frontier days, all an oil man needed to do to strike it rich was find a potential site with some of that black gold underneath and just start drilling before somebody else got there first. In some places, some oil derricks were packed so closely together that their legs overlapped like some dystopian wasteland. For years, this strange urban landscape of oil towers served as a backdrop for everyday life, creating an industrial age apocalyptic scene. But like any boom, some made unimaginable fortunes overnight while others lost their shirt. So behind me is the swimming pool center in what's now Echo Park, but back in the day it was called Toluca Oil Field. And it's where one of the first successful wells was drilled in LA back in 1892 by Edward Doheny, using a DIY system involving a sharpened eucalyptus tree.
Enterprising pioneer oil men who could not obtain drilling equipment rigged up ingenious but primitive.
Say again, Ryan.
There's also a Toluca Lake somewhere in California, I think.
All right. I've heard of Toluca. How old these are, man. Look at it. Look at what they're wearing. That's so cool. You think old stuff like this, I like that.
Mechanical devices known as
hand-driven pumps. Is that what they're doing? That's a pump, isn't it? With like sort of like a pulley system pump.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or a drill, one of the two.
Or a drill, yeah, I suppose.
string poles to drill their wells. Of course, drilling with this improvised
Yes,
cantilever
no,
was
right.
painfully slow.
According to legend, a down-and-out Doheny had recently returned to LA after a financially devastating attempt to find oil near San Diego. At this point, he was severely in debt after years of failed prospecting attempts and was so poor he couldn't even afford to pay for his boarding room. Supposedly, he was walking down a street close to what's now downtown LA when he spotted a slick black substance on the wheel of a passing cart. As casually as possible, he convinced the driver to show him exactly where they had come from. And Doheny was led to this area behind me where black tar was seeping from the earth onto the street. Shortly after, he convinced an old business partner to loan him $400 so he could obtain a lease to drill in the...
Is that right, Papa? I read yesterday Wyoming has large lithium deposits, just like North Carolina. Bad.
We're in the wrong business, guys. We need to go in the lithium business.
Aye.
Location. Long story short, Doheny's instincts paid off and he struck it rich right here on this site. Word of Doheny's...
What are you doing? What's that? Blowing and all that kind of crap.
Discovery spread like wildfire, and the allure of easy riches...
Sounds like he's trying to... It's like he's trying to clean his pipe. He's bong. Clean it in silence, dude.
The mute button. Sir.
Talking.
Chris.
Never heard of it. What's a mute button?
Chris or Ryan, one of the other.
Be made in the LA oil field.
Yeah.
A mute button is something the mutes they click when they want to talk. When they want when they want when they want to spell out something. That's wrong.
Made for the deaf. Yeah.
It's like their hand up button.
Set up a population boom never before seen in the region. If you've seen the classic film There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. Oh, I've seen that. Oh yeah,
that's a good movie.
Yeah, that's I've seen that. Oh bloody hell, what's his name again?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, Last of the Mohicans, Guns in New York, and all that. Fantastic actor. He made himself ill being a method actor. He did, like up and down in weight. He used to live the characters. You know what I mean? He trained like a Mohican to be in. He went and lived with them and trained like them to be in Last of the Mohicans. These method actors are kind of mad.
Isn't he one of your countrymen? He's a Scotsman, right?
Aye.
Yeah. Scots are crazy.
He's the guy who Daniel Day-Lewis's character, Daniel Plainview, was loosely based off.
I drink your milkshake.
Fast forward to 1930, California was responsible for a quarter of the world's oil output, and LA now had a population of 1.2 million, with a diverse and thriving economy.
Wow. What from 50,000 to 1.2 million? Is that right? And that was in this, what's the space of how many years? What, about 70 years? Wow.
The adventurous game of blind man's buff, in which scientists try to locate the prize of black gold far beneath their feet. For the men who have gambled their existence on finding and taking out this substance from...
It's still about flat Earth, look. They're drilling into the seabed, which is part of a flat Earth, yeah? And they're, come on, at the sea. They could be on that. They could be on the rig with the wavy arms.
They're digging levels down.
Yeah, man. Love it.
Wells drilled deep into the earth. The excitement of discovery has never dulled. The state is now one of the largest producers in the country, though oil was found in California only shortly before the turn of the 20th century. Through the following years, the opportunities offered as the great new oil fields were discovered and opened up spurred not only the vast migration westward, but the development of countless other related industries.
What?
Although the economic hardships of
Tourette.
Yeah, you get Tourette syndrome now.
I don't know.
No, I want to apologize, PJ. He's British, not Scottish.
All right.
They're crazier.
Aye, absolutely.
Not as bad as we are, though. We're crazier than all y'all.
Well, Scotsmen have got the stereotype of being off them.
Are you saying you heard me?
Yes, we heard you, sir.
Absolutely. Why is my mic muting? What's the mute?
I've been hearing you all along. That's what I was saying.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it wasn't cutting off. That's weird.
Like that's what I'm saying. Someone was making weird, like they were cleaning out their bomb or something, and blowing through it.
Yeah, I was. I didn't realize that the mic.
See, that's what it was. I was blaming
my bad.
Maybe me too. I closed something.
What? So you're telling me it was Ryan?
It was Ryan. I was blaming Chris. Yeah.
Ryan.
I did say in the end. Though. I did say in the end it was Ryan after that. Yeah, it was Ryan. But and I was blaming Chris.
Apparently, this microphone that I have has a little button on it, and when I push the button and it turns red, it shuts off the mic. But now, for some reason, when I push the button and it's red, it's not cutting the mic off. So I'm not sure why it's not working right. But
the reason I didn't think it was you, Ryan, is because it said your mic was shut off. That's and Chris's wasn't. That's why I thought it was Chris. You know what I mean?
I tried that before. When it happened to me, it was on PC, and it was because my headset's driver wasn't installed yet.
Right, yeah. It's probably because I didn't. When it restarts and stuff, it does that sometimes. It forgets that the microphone forgets to know how to talk to it or whatever.
It probably changes to another microphone, yeah. Does that on my end sometimes too.
Hey, Norman Cross.
Oh, that could be it. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't think about that. I usually check the settings. Let me do that.
It might go to standard mode or something.
I have now really cool internet to connect it with LAN, you know, with your cable. It's really cool.
Yeah. Chris, sorry for accusing you. I didn't. I thought it was you and it wasn't.
No, NP. Just unfortunate.
You've never made any background noise like me. I'm telling you.
Oh no, Roger was the worst one. Roger's the worst.
I'm telling you.
Roger's
to the point now. It's intentional.
In full swing during this time, the city of LA was on the rise. And through the 1940s, hundreds of thousands of people arrived by automobile. It was a frenzied period of wildcat oil drilling, intense business speculation, religious excitement, extensive suburban development, the birth of aircraft manufacturing, and of course, movie making.
97, take one. Mark.
With oil money flowing and plenty of land for film studios to be built.
Right.
That was Edward Wood.
Edward Wood.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
That's a weird movie.
He was a good actor. He used to play. I mean, he did that Jerry Bruckheimer's Pirates of the Caribbean. But apart from that, all these other labels were more like indie labels. You know, the Edward Scissorhands, the Tim Burton stuff, and all that. That's the only kind of big company he went with was Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, well, now it's Disney that owns all the Tim Burton stuff, so it's Disney.
Oh wow, no doubt, no doubt.
You should watch Frankenstein.
They own everything, MCU and everything. They own it all, don't they?
Yep.
The golden age of Hollywood made its rise. Almost from the start, Hollywood and the oil business were deeply intertwined. Not only did oil money give the fledgling film industry a financial push in the early days, but oil became an attractive investment for numerous A-list celebrities of the time, encouraged by the tax savings oil investments benefited from. These tax-saving loopholes, which were initially set up by powerful oil lobbyists in the early days.
Oh yeah.
Rothschild took everything.
Damn it. I wonder
was making the Standard Oil company, no?
Is that octopus on a flat earth by any chance?
No, it looks like a ball.
Oh, it does look like do you know what it looks like to me? It looks like a tabletop, like a flat earth tabletop, but it's not. It's actually a ball, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you can't tell. Like from
Not this angle, you can't. No.
Yeah. Either or. It's more likely a ball. It's more likely a ball.
They can prove everything.
That's a weird octopus.
Prove so much. We see much too far. So great. There are so great videos out of the internet. Yeah.
Evolved into a tax avoidance strategy that a few stars were taking advantage of, to an industry-wide standard for reducing taxes. In addition, many oilmen reciprocated by investing in Hollywood films, either to profit from blockbusters or write off money lost on flops against their high oil earnings. The tax break in the oil industry provided so lucrative that top-earning celebrities of the time like Jimmy Stewart, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby.
I like watching old Jimmy Stewart movies. Not so much the cowboy ones, but like other ones like the detective type ones, the gangster type ones, and that. I used to like watching them with Dad when I was younger.
What's your favorite one?
Say again.
What's your favorite one? Your favorite gangster movie?
Oh, I don't know about gangster. I mean, with Jimmy Stewart, was it Jimmy Stewart with he did Vertigo, didn't he, with Alfred Hitchcock?
Huh.
Was that Jimmy Stewart did Vertigo with Alfred Hitchcock?
Vertigo? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's my favorite film of them.
And
But when it comes to the gangster ones, I can't remember the names of them. I just remember watching them.
Wasn't there one called Birds or something like that?
But he was in Birds as well. Yeah, another Alfred Hitchcock one. Yeah, he was in Birds as well as yeah, I liked him in them. I preferred the Vertigo. Vertigo's a brilliant film because it's all set in one room, and you've got and obviously Hitchcock was in every single one of his movies. It just one time I always used to sit there trying to spot him. I mean, it's hard to spot him. It's hard to spot him when somebody's in a flat in one room. He's either in a picture or a photograph or a shadow in the window or whatever. You know, sometimes it's hard to spot him. Sometimes it's easy to spot him. No, but I was his trope. That was you didn't know Alfred Hitchcock was in once. He was in his movies once and like played one.
Yeah, I did.
Oh right, you did. Yeah, of course. I was going to say it's like a favorite trope, isn't it?
North by Northwest, and Rear Window. He was in all of them.
Rear Window, Rope, yeah, things like that. Rope was another one. It was all set in one apartment, and I think he was in a light in the window. No, the shape of his face. It wasn't actually him. It was that shape of his face that
the silhouette.
One at the start when it gave like an outline of his side profile sort of thing.
The silhouette, yeah.
Silhouette type thing, yeah. But I think it was in neon. I'm not sure. Black and white neon. Yeah, them films are cool. Anyway, I'll carry on. Is that you making noises again?
No, that's Chris, I think.
Oh, it's Chris this time.
All made significant fortunes on their oil investments, initially set up as tax deductions to shelter their Hollywood income.
Sorry?
It wasn't Ryan.
It wasn't Ryan there, so
it wasn't me that time.
Yeah, it was definitely Chris. That's it. He's getting chastised now. Punished.
Even Howard Hughes got in on the action, first leveraging his family's fortune, made supplying tools for oil drilling to fund his early films and make a name for himself as a director.
Hell's Angels, I remember that, you know. I've watched that. What year was it?
I don't know.
That's the idea to name the biker gang, isn't it?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. And he was a better for sure, though. He's crazy.
3 years before my dad was born. 3 years before my dad was born, 36. My dad would have been 88 now. So yeah, that's a long time ago. 90 odd years, 94 years. Sorry?
Whoa.
94?
I don't know what that was.
94, 84. 94.
94.
No, it's Chris probably his dog's abusing Chris, that's what it is.
Sorry, what was it?
Is your dog abusing you, Chris?
My dog, no, she wants to go out, but I go in a few minutes, yes, so.
I know.
Yeah.
You do know about Howard Hughes, though.
The evening walk, sorry?
No, I'm talking about Howard Hughes. He went crazy, dude. He locked himself in his apartment and wouldn't leave. He wore like Kleenex boxes on his feet. He went completely insane. Everybody was after his money. Yeah.
That's not good. No.
He got
you have to. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to shut the PC down and make your life. Yes, it's important too. But I love to.
I don't think Howard Hughes had a PC though.
But over the decades, many of these oil derricks were removed as operations were consolidated. Wells dried up or were encroached upon as the city.
I don't agree with that, Kuma. If it's a vertical circle, it's not flat. It's still flat, it's just not level. I still think you can have a flat surface, even if, like my wall, it's vertical, but it's flat. Well, Well, I don't know about these walls, but it's as flat as it's going to be. But if it was, it's still flat. You can still have a flat surface that's vertical. I don't think it's not flat if it's vertical. I don't think that makes sense.
He's pulling a Bob with the great circle routes out there in chat.
Yeah. I'll leave you to your debates anyway. I won't interfere again.
And its suburbs expanded to engulf them. Although oil production in Los Angeles has now dropped by 90% from its peak, those that remain can be found in the parking lots of fast food restaurants, fenced off along.
PJ, I'm pulling a Vicky on you.
No problem, dude. No problem. See you later, dude.
Later, Michael.
This guy's voice is putting me to sleep, man.
Yeah, his voice is a bit boring, but I like the subject. You know, I like the topic.
Right, love you all. God bless. Enjoy
See you
it.
later, dude. Bye, Michael.
Catch you all later.
Okay, Akuma, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm not interfering anyway. It's just I seen that and I thought, I mean, I like my. So I'll leave you to your debates.
Alongside homes and highways, hidden behind rows of trees alongside parks, or even tucked into the sand traps of fancy golf courses.
Coyote Hills is both inviting and rewarding.
This is a functioning.
I don't like the woo, woo, woo in the background. It's so like it's like it's trying to hypnotize me or something.
Oil field. Of course, they're green in color, and depending on the time of the day.
Only 10 minutes left of it, so I might as well get it done.
It's okay.
The oil derricks will be there going up and down.
Many, like the Cardiff Tower and this one behind me, are wrapped in facades to look like nondescript office buildings and are acoustically sound dampered to not make much noise in places like neighborhoods. This unique mix makes LA one of the largest areas in the country to combine thousands of active oil wells in an area amongst a dense population of over 12 million people. But although LA...
All these fake buildings like that are oil wells then, right? Okay.
So what's that background noise they're making?
I know I don't like this. I don't like that back. It won't then it speeds up a bit. No, I don't like that noise. I wish it would stop that noise. But just don't be hypnotized, man. Just don't listen, guys. Don't let it hypnotize you. Don't let the MK Ultra sit in. Keep your hands active.
His peak oil boom years are a thing of the past. The city is still dealing with the fallout from years of unchecked drilling.
It's a weird decision.
When you look at pictures like these, only a fraction of these wells scattered across the landscape are still in use.
Then it's doubling up.
Once an oil well is tapped out and no longer in operation, it needs to be...
All right. Oh, sorry guys, don't know what happened there. I was gone for a sec.
He's eating toothpaste. Try to get as much fluoride as you can.
Sure, yeah.
It's a strange way to put that noise in there because it's not meant to be out, but it gives you a sense of dread, and it's like a heartbeat kind of boom, boom, that type of thing, like the Terminator's coming after you type thing. And it's not about that. It's not a documentary or anything about dread. It's about telling you about the oil wells.
It's an annoying sound.
It is.
Sealed correctly in a process called well plugging, which usually involves pumping a bunch of cement into the old well in order to avoid toxic greenhouse gases like methane and other chemicals from leaking out. It might sound easy, but to do this properly, it's extremely costly and can be a complex task. But oftentimes, after an oil well has been used up for all it's worth, operators ditch out on the cleanup bill. Many wells, especially in the early days of unchecked...
Arwen says the oil wells refill. Don't know about that. I mean, oil certainly.
Isn't that how we get the tar pits over there? Is because they let the oil, they let go a bunch of oil places, and they all kind of merge together or whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, it does. They did. They got one in
to fill up the self again.
I was about to say something. I don't know about refilling, but I mean the earth certainly would replenish it.
They really can go back.
If you're taking it from the earth, then I think the earth is replenishing it. I don't know about the wells themselves, but the earth would certainly be replenishing it.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't believe that this is from dinosaur the blood or something. I don't believe that.
No.
And something other in the earth. Yes, I don't know what this is.
I just looked it up. They do. They can refill.
Oh, they do
Some
refill.
Actually do. They claim it's millions of years, but
They resurrect themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I did think that. Well, I knew the Earth would like replenish it. I didn't know about the wells themselves, but it makes sense. Makes sense.
Drilling have become orphan wells, meaning that there's no longer an owner or company that state regulators can hold responsible for them. Many of these wells aren't capped properly, if at all, like this one that was discovered in Echo Park several years ago, that was simply covered with a concrete slab and was emitting dangerous gases. In extreme situations, these wells can also cause explosions like the one that was caused at this Ross store in 1985, injuring
Well, if we don't deal with them properly, of course, it'll cause explosions. Definitely. Can you get a quieter later?
23 people. Although rare, this blast reflects the dangers of a city underlain by thousands of decaying oil wells in various states. According to the LA Times, the state of California estimates that there are more than 5,300 idle wells across the region that are likely orphaned, including about 1,400 in LA. Combined with the fact that years before any regulations were in place, it was common for well operators to fill decommissioned oil wells however they saw fit, often filling them with debris and trash. For example, this orphan well, which was next to someone's house in Echo Park, costed over $1 million to plug. That's just one of over 1,000
Why
orphan
would it
wells.
cost $1 million to plug?
That's
By plugging it with some cement, it would cost $1 million.
$1 million.
Surely not.
Billions of dollars.
No.
No.
This goes in the pockets.
Cement comes from the bloody earth. Now you're going to plug it back into the earth and it costs $1 million to do that.
Yeah, they got to make sure it doesn't run off. They got to seal it up good. But $1 million, that's a lot of money.
$1 billion gazillion trillion dollars.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm telling you. It's ridiculous.
It's a million light years away. Billions.
Infinitely.
Yeah.
Estimated to be scattered around the city that eventually need to be fixed. So I live in the neighborhood of Westchester, and I wanted to get an idea of how many oil wells there are close to me. To do this, I'm on a website called CalGem, which is essentially an interactive map. Anyone can visit to see where every documented oil well in LA is located. At every point.
There's a fair few, isn't there? There's a couple.
Mr. Oakley's in chat, by the way.
Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah. Oil wells. I was doing something earlier from Moo Cake, put a video out the other day about deflating the flat earth theory. I got like quarter of the way, maybe half the way through, nearly half the way through, and he's just says the same as what everybody else says. Insult flat earth, comes out with the 2015 arguments, a load of crap. My missus got so bored of it, she left. So yeah, we just put on something different, completely different for a change. Yeah, it was terrible. Moo Cake. I don't know if you've ever dealt with him, Nathan, but I dare say you have.
You notice how they all have to say, I don't even know why I'm doing this video. You know, like, well, then, yeah, I don't either. You know, I don't even know either. You know, if what you say is such factual shit, exactly. You know, that it's a known fact and everything else, and then there really wouldn't be any argument at all, and you wouldn't have to do that, right?
No, of course.
Things would go on the way they always do, and there would be some people that just don't believe the Earth is a globe.
Exactly right, and exactly right. So yeah, no, like Andrew Johnson the other night. Yeah, I just come here. You said entertain me. You know, I mean, I'm not obsessed. You know, the first thing he says, I'm not obsessed, sort of thing. I said I would leave you flats if you answered me this forever, but you didn't answer me, so I won't leave you alone now. And it shows how bloody obsessed he was, but just idiots, man. It's crazy.
On here is where an oil well currently is, or used to be before it was decommissioned. If I'm reading this correctly, the ones that are gray mean that they've been plugged.
That's true. What Roger said, though, Nathan. The OME TV thing's taken off. I cover them every now and again. Roger covers them as well, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, every now and again on a live, I'll cover a few of them. Yeah, I think they're pretty good. I think they're good. Good idea. It's a good idea. I'm sure, didn't OME TV used to be Omigo TV? Because it looks like it's got the same kind of logo. Or did the
Amigo
right
got
one?
taken down, and then Omi came. If it's the same people or not, I don't know, but it's very similar.
Mm. It is similar. There was a lot of problems with the Amigo with PDF files and that. You know what I mean? There was a lot of problems with that on the Amigo. Yeah, it was a terrible app at that point. It's probably bettered itself. That's why it's the Omi sort of thing. Right, let's carry on.
The ones that are purple mean that they're idle, and the green ones mean that they're still active. Another interesting thing about this website is you can click on any of these well icons and download the well records. A lot of these look like they're currently under people's houses or roads, but I'll just take a look at this one that was on the beach at one point. So I pulled up the well records for this particular well number 2, and it looks like there was paperwork submitted to abandon the well around August of 1940. It looks like they filled it with cement and capped it off. So on this particular well...
Seriously, I mean...
$1 million
deep. Exactly, they might be deep. They're not very wide, are they, these holes and that? And I can't see how it would cost millions to fill.
Well, it's a special concrete that they use. That they have to mix it with dark matter, and they have to get that from Uranus. So that costs a lot of money.
Yep, exactly. They only use the good stuff.
But doesn't cement come from the earth? You're paying to put something back into the earth that came from the earth. You know, to plug it up. It's so ironic, man. You got to pay for that crap. Millions of dollars.
Well, there's over 33 pages of paperwork, and I found the intention to drill that was submitted November 1930, and it describes everything they used to drill it, the process, and it's pretty descriptive. One interesting piece of paperwork here in July 1932, there's kind of a...
Steve B said, so don't forget to add a bit of parallax. Refractive parallax. Refractive parallax.
Just a teaspoon of it will do.
A teaspoon of that weighs a lot, you know, like tons of planets. Just a teaspoon.
It makes me wonder how much a teaspoon of dehydrated water weighs.
They say that, don't they? Stones or like a teaspoonful of this certain substance on another planet or another bloody universe. A teaspoon of it would weigh the same as a planet. I mean, where did they get that kind of crap from? How can anything be that dense?
It must be a hard material.
I got my gravity right here, man.
You got my gravity right here. It's selectivity.
Nice. And there it is. That works every time, doesn't it?
You mix that with a little bit of refraction, and it holds the whole fucking lie together right there.
That's it.
Yeah. You got 100 mile per hour tape there, huh?
That's your flat Earth torus field you had right there.
It is.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
It isn't much more.
Nice.
performance description, and it talks about how the well was drilled to a depth of around 6,000 feet without any mishaps. It says it produced clean oil and came in.
So 6,000 feet worth of concrete, not a big diameter at all. That cost millions. Come on, it can't. Surely not.
It had that dark matter to it. See?
Yeah, of course, dark matter. I keep forgetting about the dark matter. Yeah.
On or about October 4th, 1931, after producing...
Yeah, I want to address Nathan. The reason we're watching this is because the anti-flat earthers were cussing at us too much in the other video.
Just because we changed it, like I said earlier on, the video we was watching was by Moo Cake, and we was doing that, but it just got to the point where we just knew what he had to say. We knew what he had to say, and it just all insults and all that kind of crap. The usual 2015 arguments. So everybody got kind of sick of it. So we just put on something completely different. You know what I mean? That's it. It's got 7 minutes left, and then I'm done anyway. So, yeah. It was just a change from the norm.
For about 30 days, the well was destroyed by fire. The tubing...
Probably dealt with Moo Cake. I didn't know him before tonight, or until I started watching him, then I realized who it was.
dropped in the well during the fire and had to be fished out. And up to this day, on July 14th, 1932, it produced approximately 300 barrels per day of clean oil. Now, around this time when this well was registered in 1930, this oil field in Venice oil field, was one of the top producers in Los Angeles and probably the United States.
I mean, the reason I actually put it on is because it was about fake buildings that was hiding stuff, but it just so happens they're hiding oil wells, which I didn't know beforehand. So it just kind of led on from that. And it was because it was about hidden buildings, really. Yeah, attracted me to it.
States, for that matter. Looking over this paperwork, it's
not hidden buildings, fake buildings, hiding something.
Kind of like looking at a piece of history. Now let's check out what remains of this well number 2 today. So this is approximately where oil well number 2 used to be, and it's kind of hard to imagine how this area in Venice Beach has gone from...
You had that 1-1-1-1, now you've got this trippy trance out thing in the background, and he's got that monotone voice.
There's a lot of really cool dispensaries there in Venice Beach.
Yeah,
really, really cool dispensaries. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I would love to.
They got some of these.
I'd love to go there as well, man. If that's the case.
Make my own ones.
Oh yeah. It's just like all the way down, and if you don't, it was crazy when the first time I went there. Of course, to get weed, you had to have a medical card, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And there was these people walking up and down the beach with these, like, wearing scrubs with a green cross on the front. And they were like, hey, you need to get a medical marijuana card. They were working for these dispensaries, right? So they'd go out, they'd sign you up, you'd get your card.
Ooh.
And it was as easy as going in and talking to this doctor. I talked to a doctor on Skype that was in San Francisco. And he asked me, he says, and I says, yeah. He says, do you have pain? And I said, yeah. And he goes, where's your pain usually at? And I said, it's in my bong thumb. And he says, oh, okay. And he approved it.
Great.
So I was approved because my thumb for working my bong was sore.
That's great.
Hey, thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Barbara. Barbara says, because PJ likes to cover more than flat out. That's why I enjoy some. Thanks, Barbara. Yeah, I do. I mean, in general, most of my stuff is kind of scriptural or just run of the mill, just stuff that interests me. But in general, it's scriptural and stuff. But I do flat out stuff a fair bit. But it's more just general. You know what I mean? Scriptural and every now and again something different. Just whatever tickles my fancy.
That's what I do a lot of too, just and cover, a broad range of topics and interesting shit and stuff that, to question, things to question, because this is although flat earth is extremely important. I believe it's the key to the psychosis that you look at people and you're like, wow, the fuck is wrong with your mind? How can you get people to believe this type of thing?
Exactly.
You go out and you ask them, say, do you want people's guns to be gone? Yes. Okay. And how do you want that to be done? I want the government to do that. Okay. And how do you want the government to do that? I want them to use their guns to come and get your guns. Oh, all right. Well, do you trust the government? No.
No.
They'll sit there and think that they make sense right there, when in reality they just are holding on to conflicting ideas. You don't trust the government, but you want them to be the arbitrator of who's allowed to defend themselves. That's fucked up, man. And you want and you want them to use the very means that you're against to do that.
That's right.
Wow. Right. What the fuck is wrong with people's brains, man?
But yeah, no. So if you do cover a wide range of topics, I love to cover topics you cover. I mean, even the bit I streamed last night, I was about an hour and a quarter we used, an hour and a half maybe. And yeah, the videos you put out that, every single one of them was a different topic. No, they were great, man. Loved it. You do some brilliant topics. I mean, the other day I was just doing Bill Hicks and the Alex Jones thing because it tickled my fancy at the time, and someone else Luke wanted to do it as well. So yeah, I'll do it. People give me a suggestion,
Well, check into the Morgan Freeman Jimi Hendrix connection. There's people yeah, and a lot of people don't know this. Not only is Morgan Freeman a good guitarist,
right?
He plays left-handed.
Okay, that's interesting.
Like Jimi Hendrix, yeah.
That's interesting. Wow, I have heard that one as well, but I haven't looked into it.
Looking like this to looking like this now. I looked around and I don't see any remnants now of the oil wells that used to be scattered around this area, much less the one that we're looking for. If the location on the map is correct, my guess is that the well we're looking for is capped somewhere on this beach or under one of these houses and is no longer visible, much like the hundreds of other wells that were dug here back in the day and that have since been capped and buried and built over by what's now houses. By 1932, many of the
It says we don't have guns, we have tea.
Right? Tea doesn't kill like guns do, but guns don't kill, neither people kill people.
That's true. That's true.
wells in the Venice Beach oil fields had dried up and oil extraction in this area had dropped significantly. It was a good run for oil speculators in the area, but a short one. By the tail end of 1942, close to 50 million barrels of crude oil had been taken from the
Roger, it's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. Go on, Alanis.
Isn't it? Oh yeah, I was thinking the whole damn song.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I really do think, yeah.
shoreline here.
Sound a little
And
bit
with
like
the wells running...
Sorry, it did.
Doesn't he sound like Eric Dubé a little, or is it just me?
Well, yeah, he's got that monotone to him, so it does a little.
Dry, the unsightly oil derricks were being removed as the population grew and people wanted their beach back. By 1972, nearly...
Or? Ryan, are you going to complete that sentence?
Ryan, come on. Ryan.
Or it's a fake voice.
Yeah, all they use the same voice pretty much on, on the program.
Oh, that's funny.
All of the wells here had been capped, and by the early 90s, the field was completely dry. Supposedly for a time after which every oil derrick was removed here, there was one lone oil derrick remaining in operation, somewhere around this area that was camouflaged to look like a lighthouse. But I was unable to find where this was located or even any pictures of it, so I'm not 100% sure that this actually existed. Although I have to say a lighthouse is pretty creative camouflage when it comes to hiding an oil derrick. There's one area not too far from here that has taken this concept of camouflaging oil operations to a whole new level, and this one is still alive and well.
Yeah, I've been there.
And Nathan was asking who told the bong thumb story. That was Sovereign. Nathan says he's got to tell that story tomorrow.
Yeah, that's my hometown right there. That's where I was born. So.
Is that where you were born, dude?
Yeah, that's famous, man.
Wow.
They used it for a set of Gilligan's Island because of the palm trees.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's just a little island there, is it?
Yeah, it's an oil rig, basically.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so that's man-made, obviously. Right.
Yeah.
Right, got you.
So I'm down in Long Beach right now, which is not technically part of Los Angeles, but it's right next door. Across the water here is a place called Astronaut Island, which actually looks like a nice enough place. There's palm trees, nice landscaping, something over there that looks like an apartment complex. From here, it actually kind of looks like a resort,
space to
but
do
in
nasty
reality,
stuff
it's...
in.
What's up, Ryan?
It must be a training spot.
All right, yeah, I get you.
strictly off limits to the public. And why is this, do you ask? Because just like a movie set, everything you see here is fake. Of course, the trees, the plants, and the buildings are all real, but this is all a facade to hide what's really going on inside. In fact, this isn't even a natural island. It's completely man-made for the sole purpose of extracting oil. Boasting palm trees and a sound mitigating landscape. These islands are the end result of a compromise made between the people in the local community and big oil interests coming together in an agreement to allow oil drilling in the area while also taking steps to prevent it from becoming like this. The developers even went as far as to hire the architect responsible for designing the artificial landscape in Disneyland, almost completely obscuring the true nature of what's really going on inside. These islands costed $22 million each in 1965, but the money spent has been well worth the investment, because to this date over 1 billion barrels of oil have been recovered from this patch over the past half century, all while hiding in plain sight, making Astronaut Island the only decorated oil islands in the United States and a huge producer. I think it's safe to say that oil drilling in LA...
Oh, look at the Covenant Horizon, dude. What's going on? What's going on? Are we living in a ball or something?
You gotta love how it's called Astronaut Island, and it's a completely fake human-made thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know.
It's telling, ain't it? Yeah.
has come a long ways from the freewheeling
Isn't
days
Japan
of this.
creating islands too? Isn't there someplace they were making islands and more land? They were taking these things that looked like the little jacks that you play with a ball and jacks. They were like made out of concrete or something, and they were dumping them in this area, and they like interlocked together, and then they came in later and add sand. Maybe it was the United Arab Emirates did that. That's how they got those like palm trees and shit like that.
That's who it was. It was Saudi Arabia. That's the
yeah.
I'll take to this. But even though oil drilling in LA has gotten a makeover in the 21st century, it's still not without its risks. In a historic first, California oil regulators approved 0 new drilling permits in the first quarter of 2024. And recently, LA City Council voted to ban new drilling and set aside...
Dubai, that's got that Palm Island, got a few islands as well they made, didn't they? Because when they first started making it, they were doing it wrong. They didn't let the flow of water go through properly, so the water was going stagnant. I remember that. They had a lot of problems there.
They had to keep putting more sand on it. They were feeding it back in. It kept washing away.
Right. And yeah, it's a man-made thing, and you have to be a bloody squibillionaire to be able to go there, man. Crazy.
Money to cap old wells. Although oil played a significant role in the history of the area, I think it's safe to say that the city is now distancing itself from the industry that helped build it. This is in part due because of the state's push into renewable energy, combined with the fact that after more than a century of aggressive drilling by fossil
There's Nathan. Thanks for popping by, dude. Bless you, man.
fuel companies, most of LA's profitable oil is now gone, although remnants of the industry can still be seen all over the city today.
Oh,
it's called Los Angeles.
Unless you weren't saying bye, you were saying hi to someone, I don't know.
He's saying hi to Ryan, dude.
Oh, was he? Sorry, dude. I thought you were saying bye. Sorry, man.
The City of the Angels. This sprawling metropolis that sits between a ridge of mountains and the beaches of the blue Pacific. New earthbound angels keep pouring in by the thousands every year. People from all over the world, drawn by a city of limitless boundaries. A city with an unlimited capacity for enjoying itself. And one that offers unlimited opportunity.
Within the span of little over 100 years, what was once a sleepy boomtown morphed into one of the largest and dynamic economies in the world, known for entertainment, aerospace, tech, trade, fashion, and much more.
Whoa.
And there's no doubt
that...
That's fashion.
Fashion.
Is that a lighter out here in the background snapping?
Yeah, I can hear someone flicking like that.
I have no idea who it is.
It's. I think it's good. His light was really noisy.
Who?
Chris.
Jam.
Oh, okay.
Me?
I'm muted, so
Oh no, I'm just really tired. It's okay.
No, I'm saying that
I'm listening. I'm listening, you know. But
okay.
He's measuring. I don't know what he's measuring.
it's great. No.
Mine's on this. And like this.
I hear it.
I can hear you playing this. Oh, I don't know where it's going. I was just reading the chat. Anyway. You up with those underpants, do you? Nice name.
He does.
I hope you got the tightest one.
He only models it for Paula. Sorry, that's it. Nobody else.
Thanks, Truth Joe.
Los Angeles has outgrown its past as one of the largest oil distributors in the world. As for urban wells like this one in Beverly Hills, dubbed the Tower of Hope, the decades-old drilling site was shut down in July 2017 and has since been dismantled. Lawsuits claiming chemicals associated with this rig causing cancer were either dismissed or settled, but it continued to operate until the owner...
As long as you're wearing the chastity belt, then that makes it tasteful.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you've got the chastity belt, you're all right.
Owner, a company
Brass
called
padlock.
Veneco, filed for bankruptcy. Towards the end of its life, instead of calling it the Tower of Hope, some found a new name for it. The Tower of Hope You Don't Get Cancer.
God.
What's the name?
You don't get cancer. Hope you don't.
There we go. That's it. No.
Man, oh man.
Yeah,
You don't get cancer.
At least, listen, that was easier to get through than bloody moo cake. That was awful. I wish I'd bloody pre-watched the stream or skipped through it at least. It was just ad hom from start to finish, all the same crap, wasn't it? Same 2015 arguments. He didn't even put forth an argument. He tried to give you the history of flat Earth, and then it goes on like flat Earth just started in 2015.
Yeah. He was wrong about Wallace too. Wallace was a cheat and a liar, dude. It came to that bet, dude. Yeah.
No, that's it. That's it.
It's always one-sided, though, ain't it? They're always right. You're always wrong, especially in the press.
Absolutely.
Drag it through the mud.
All right. So let's change. Right. So yeah, that's it. That's the stream. Methinks. I will play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder, obviously, as usual. But Sov, you're on tonight.
We got Reefer Roulette tonight. I don't know how that's going to work out really because Austin Melodome, he's down there in Florida right now.
Okay.
So he probably won't be joining us. So I don't know what's that's at 7:20 Eastern, 4:20 Pacific. That ought to be pretty good. We'll see what happens with that. It should be myself, THC, Mike from the Truthers Hour of Comedy, and Jaron doing that tonight. So that's what I got on the agenda.
Nice one. So what about you and Roger and Ryan? You on in the morning? Well, my morning, whatever time it is for you.
We'll probably go on earlier because I took the day off. So.
Okay, I get you. That's cool. Well,
I'll be feeling too good. Yeah.
I think I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, I'm back to mornings, so I'll be on it. I'll either be 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning. I think
Nice.
I'll probably go 9 a.m. What about you, Chris? You got a stream?
Maybe everyone stream tonight, but I don't know yet.
Okay, bro.
But
Cool.
probably I will make one tonight. Yes.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Nice one, guys. Nice one for being here. Nice one in the chat. I am just going to look for a
Thanks for everything. Yeah.
from Mr. Supery Dupery Sidewinder.
Super duper.
Super Dupery. Oh, actually, I mean, Sov's here. I could play Sov's one. I do it for Sov every time he's here. I'll play Sov's one, then I'll play it with Mr.
Smiling now.
Then I've got to play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder. Right, where is it? It's going to take me a minute to find it because, it's definitely here though. There, no, that's Haskins. There, no, okay, I got mistaken again. Where are you? I will find it. Hold on, maybe if I type in the name.
Speaking of that, I want to go up to his lake and lodge one day.
Right,
I think that'd be fun.
Let me just search. Blood and Roses. No, I just I'll have to look through it. I'll go find it. It's just when I look at it from this point of view, it's in a different place. Should I be having more organized? Should have things in folders now. You can talk amongst yourselves, man. Where are you?
15 minutes later.
I know.
Where
Sorry,
is
it's just that I'm not organized. I didn't know what I was going to put on. I usually just quickly put on a Mr. Super Sidewinder, so it's a look at it, and his are all over the place. But Sobs, I've got like one of Sobs, and it's trying to sift through it.
Hey, Stop, you got any of your own you could put in there?
I'm trying to see it. It's definitely here.
Which one do you have of mine?
Blood and Roses, I think. Blood and Roses.
I got it. Let me see. There's another one too. Let me go over there real quick.
I'm still looking for it, and I'll keep looking for it. Wow, it was so easy to find before.
Hang on, I got one.
I really can't see it. Why ain't I got it? I have got it, I just can't see it. Wow. I'm going to type it in, I can't. It doesn't come up.
I got Eve of Destruction too.
That'll do. Anything from you, dude.
All right, let's try this one then. Let's see.
Right, go for it. Go for it.
Want me to just give you the link?
Yeah, well, or you can play it if you want.
Here we
Up
go.
to you.
Hang on.
Play out with that, then I'll play out with Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Paste. Did I get? Am I in the right one? No, I'm not. Hang on. There we go.
It's in there now. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Link. There we go. Nice. Like you like
Who
it?
is that guy?
Who is that guy? Right. Stop. There you go.
It's winter time.
He's ready for it.
What was that? 1 year ago.
Silver Alabama. More days in space, no winter, it's the same old race. The power that comes, the power that disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say good name. Tell me over and over and over again, my friend, all you don't believe, we're on the eve of destruction. All you don't believe, we're on the eve of destruction.
Nice.
Nicely done, man. And my
was,
question is, do you
fun
still got
time.
that Mercator map back there in the shed?
I have. You mean the Gleasons?
The blue one? Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Gleasons right here. It's over here on this wall now, and then I've got the Mercator polar map is over here, and I think that's all. And then I got a really beautiful picture of the desert on the wall behind me.
Did you make that one up yourself? The blue one?
What that song? No, Eve of Destruction. No, that goes back to the 60s. I want to re-record that with better sound because that was early on. That I recorded that. I want to redo that with better sound because the words to it are they're poignant even today. You know, and this was written during the Vietnam War, you know, and a guy named Barry McGuire, and it's called Eve of Destruction. You look it up, it's a pretty good tune. Let me see if I can find it real.
That was a good song. I like Blood and Roses as well. I've definitely got it in. See, I've downloaded yours. I think 2 of your songs, so but I know I think one's in my other computer, Vicky's. And Blood and Roses is definitely here. It's just mixed in amongst everything. So it was hard to find it. But, yeah, no, excellent track, dude. I'm gonna play Mr. Super Sidewinder one. So it's him, and Mr. Oh, what's that?
There's that's the original. I'm putting in a link to.
Oh, right. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
It looks like I was
right, I see.
timing because it's the same. My video is the same length as the song, so it works.
Excellent. Do you know, on my new bank card, I lost my bank card the other week, and on my new bank card, the CVV number at the back that you have to use is 420. I was like, yeah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 420. I was like, yeah, wicked. Fantastic.
They were thinking of you.
I think so. I think so. Right, Mr. Super Sidewinder and Larissa, Careless Whisper, and then that's us done. Nice. Again, thank you, Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Never wearing pants again. Can't see I've got no penis.
Stay out of public bathrooms. That's all I got to tell you.
And the stump smells like butt.
I swear to God, you give me any song and I'll fuck the lyrics up every time.
I am never going globe again.
That's it. Right. Thanks, guys, in chat for being here. Thanks to all the panel for being here. Bless you guys. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Hey
Indeed.
PJ, did you hear my? Hey PJ, did you hear my latest though? I've been working on is Cool in the Gang celebration.
Okay, go on.
It's like immigration time. Come on, we got some Haitians moving in around here now. It's immigration all throughout the year.
Oh,
They're
some
eating
disco
cats
funk.
and dogs and a few park geese too. They're gonna immigrate and move in next door to you. Come on now, all these Haitians, right?
Oh, love it. Love
Get
it.
it, get a
That's
boat and
fantastic.
start paddling, people.
Right, I'm done. Bless you guys. Ta-da.
All right.
This reminds me of iRobot every time.